Hello, hello, hello. How is it going, everyone? Thank you for waiting. It was a bit of a setup today.
Okay.
I woke up a bit late.
So yeah, let me kick the music back in.
You can blame my friend, not me. Not me.
Gang, this isn't music. This is background hum.
Ha! That's what Disco Elysium offers you in
What is
terms
hardcore
of
mode?
music.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do hardcore mode.
Do not do hardcore mode the first
I was
time you
curious
do the
what
game.
it was.
What are you? This is a game that killed you for trying to pick up a tie on whatever mode you have it on now. I can't imagine what it kills you for if you're on hardcore. Maybe it makes you click a button to breathe.
All right, yeah. So here's the body. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and this is me down here on the bottom left. It looks like I've taken some damage to my morale, but my health is still nice. It's full bar right there. And this is my partner. Let's see if we can get him to remind us what we're supposed to be doing right now. No, just tell me about the case again. Now that we've inspected the scene, I want to know more about this pissing competition you mentioned. What's there to say? It's just stupidity. Well, what kind of stupidity? The cop kind. Our precincts can't decide if Martinez is a part of Jamrock or the Industrial Harbor, yours or mine, as if we somehow own parts of the city. Typical street gang mentality. So we've let the union make a mockery of law enforcement here, and now it's come to its natural conclusion. So this is a struggle over who runs Martinez. Well, sort of. It's less a matter of who gets to police Martinez than who has to. It's an orphan district, in other words. I think the dispatch desk just told both our stations about the hanging. There's quite the brouhaha at the 57th, I can tell you that. Time to settle it, they said. Cop off. But he leads in. I assure you, I'm not their finest or toughest with 102 cases solved. What I am is least interested in a pissing competition. So, he volunteered to represent the 57th, but not out of competitiveness. On the contrary. Let's see. So you volunteered to spoil it. Yes, I'm an unrepentant spoil sport. The lieutenant appears pleased with this. I like this guy a lot.
It's a fun pair.
Yeah. I mean, he's like a by-the-book cop who's not... Well, no, he's not by the book. He's like... It's like he got into being a police officer because, he believed in it. And instead of, like, his cynicism wearing him down into some, like, monster, he's just become kind of like, I don't know, like, almost like a bored office worker out of it,
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to be passive-aggressive about my job. Let's see. What is special about Martinez? Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange doesn't exist. A tremble comes over you. Another after effect of ethanol poisoning, perhaps? Feels like leaves do when they rustle in the breeze, somewhere far away, below the turbine. The 41st and the 57th, the lieutenant was right. It's not about who get what's north, it's about who doesn't. I wonder what this says about me, that I was sent by my station. This is an eyebrow. Thinking best to let you make the next move. See, I was sent to teach you a lesson in style. There can only be one conclusion. I am the finest we have, a hero cop sent to outperform you in every way imaginable. I must be an augury, an apocalyptic omen sent by my people. Can you guess my message? Don't be scared, but I think I might have supernatural abilities. I probably have an unbelievable kill count. I'm going to leave why I was sent unspecified. I think I'm an augury, an apocalyptic omen.
All right. I like that. You've got that kind of a vibe. What is with your eyes? Are you just that hungover?
I'm that hungover, and there was like this bit at the beginning where we looked in the mirror and we had this whole like inner discussion with ourselves, like, why are we making this look? And we decided in a discussion between ourselves and our brain that we were doing it to impress the ladies, and I don't have the willpower yet to stop doing it. But yes, the giant red bags are part of the hangover.
Okay.
The creepy smile, however, is to impress the ladies.
I'm sure it's working on some ladies somewhere.
No. Better not to relay it. I agree. Too dark. Okay. Enough of the competition then. Tell me something else. Jesus fucking Christ, Leia.
1 second. Let me check on that.
James has got robbers at the door. Guys, ooh, my logic is not very high. Do you guys think I should give this a go anyway? dot. Agreed.
Hey, mute me for a second. I'll be back.
Okay. Hold on. Let me figure out how to mute him. Hopefully he doesn't say anything too terrible. I'll figure it out. And, muted. There we go. All right, coffee's done. Time for the energy drink. All right, well, James seems like he's going to be a second, so we're going to keep going. Let me try this logic check, even though I have a 3% chance. Failed. Because you're the best qualified? No, that doesn't seem right. Man, I actually got pretty close, though. I got an 11. Sounds good, Mr. Ernie. I'm exceedingly qualified. If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting. All right. Hey, Red Twin Sal, how's it going? Good to see you here. Thank you for joining us. Tokyo is very hot today, but the sky is clear. It's a little hazy, but you know, it's a pretty day. I don't want to go outside though, because as I said, it's hot and muggy. How's Australia? I know you're down in that area, but I'm pretty sure it's Australia, right? But I don't know what city you're in, Sal. New Zealand. I'm sorry, New Zealand. Are you in Auckland? If you don't mind me asking. Ah, Christchurch. A very religious name for a city. Ooh, what's in the garbage can? Is there a lot of religious people there, Sal? Oh, is James back? Sorry, James, you're still muted.
I'm back. Can you hear me yet?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that. My dog believes that anyone who knocks on a door is the devil and must be eaten. And I just wanted to spare everybody the 5 minutes of continuous barking that I just experienced. So, what did I miss?
Nothing. We basically, what did we try to do? Oh, we were trying to figure out why we were the ones who got sent. I tried to tell myself that it's because I'm the most qualified, but even my terrible logic was like, no, that's not it.
You couldn't even lie to yourself about it? That's rough.
Couldn't even lie to myself about it. But so then I walked over and I'm looking at this trash container, and Let's see what's in it. Trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says "Whirling and Rags." There's something in there. Not necessarily connected to the case, but still. Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container. The body's downwind from here. Maybe for the smell of garbage, the smell of death. Let's see. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there? Trash? Food waste from the cafeteria? They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence, too. Yes, I feel like there's something in there. What do you mean, feel? It's extrasensory perception. Whatever's in there holds a special significance. Sal, being from the U.S., I'm very familiar with that phenomenon. We have a lot of cities named after places in the UK. And what's great is we tend to have a completely different pronunciation a lot of times than the original name.
Sometimes we have different pronunciations for the same name in our country.
That's true. That's true. Like, if you're outside of St. Louis, you might call it St. Louis, but some people call it St. Louis.
Nobody calls it St. Louis. Nobody does. You made that up.
No, I'm pretty sure people in St. Louis. No, it is St. Louis. That's the name. Wait,
oh, is it?
Right?
Oh, you're right?
Isn't it?
I don't know. But I like that I could make you doubt yourself. I count that as a win for me.
But you don't know either. You didn't make me doubt myself. You did
A
make me doubt
win
myself.
for me. All right. So anyway, find this dead body in this trash can. Obvious dead body, right? Dead body
maybe.
in the trash can.
Anyway,
That's a body-sized trash can.
It is a body-sized trash can. I'll give you that. It's extrasensory perception. Whatever is in there holds a special significance. I agree. We should get someone from the remote viewers division down here. There's no need for sarcasm. I just feel strongly about it, that's all. Maybe it's not connected to the case, but still. Actually, no, let's just play into it. What is the remote viewers division? All detectives from all the precincts who experience extrasensory perception go to the remote viewers division. Their work is invaluable to the force. Wow, can we get them here? No, because they don't exist. I'm so disappointed right now. I thought there was a remote viewers division. There isn't, but we should still access this container. How do we get the lock open? You can try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage. Or... or pry bar. We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information. Alright, let's go do that then.
Oh, information. That's what police detectives like the most. I have to say, so far, I'm really enjoying the style of this game.
Right? The art style is really cool, too.
Your companion's photo makes him look not so badass, but his character model
what's
looks
going on?
like he could kick your ass.
I've got a red thing next to me. All around you, rain falls in the great city of Revachol. Rain drips from the eaves and floods the gutters, washing the filth away. The spring thaw must be here. The snow is melting. What am I doing? Looking up at the sky, cold water dripping from your hair. What do I see? Gray sky like great battleships, clouds colliding with one another. Rain falls down on the world. How does it feel? Your shirt sticks to your chest. The shoulders of your disco blazer grow heavy. The cold finds its way under your skin. You shiver, and the city shivers with you. You're not dressed for this weather. You should get an overcoat or a patrol cloak. Well, there was that one that I saw, but I couldn't get it. Sorry. Let's see. What's in the west? What's in the east? What's in the north? What's in the south? Or motherfucker?
I feel like that last one's my style.
Well, so that finishes the thought. So I assume we'll be able to look at that once we go through all of these.
Oh, good call.
Sheets of rain over the water. A flight of stairs leading into the ocean. Wave after wave, washing the coast of Martinez with its motorboats and gently swaying reeds. The ruins of half-sunken sea fort crumble in an inlet. Beyond the Bay of Revachol, ghosts rise into the sky. Who are you, ghosts? The skyscrapers of La Delta, the financial district. Faint golden light seeps from the office windows. Will you ever go there? I don't know. Will I? No. You're just one of the hundreds of thousands who watch them rise across the bay from Martinez every day. What is down the shore? Urban coastline, rain dripping off eternite-covered roofs, cinder blocks left over from half-finished construction, a defunct research and development building once seized by revolutionaries. An old wooden church stands on stilts above the water. And beyond that, Coal City, end of all lines. Run your fingers through your dampened hair. Your hair's an oily mess, flecked with ash from neighboring coal plants. Smokestacks rise somewhere in the distance. What's in the east? There's a free... how would you pronounce that, James?
I can't actually read it because of the resolution.
Fritttte. Yes, that's 3 T's in a row.
Freet?
Freet?
Frite, maybe?
Frite?
I don't know.
You know, 2 T's... Is there an...
My recommendation, it fast and sort of slurred and hope for the best.
Are there any, like, actual English words or even names with 3 of the same consonant in a row? Because, like, 2 consonants in a row kind of makes you do, like, a glottal stop.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, 3 in a row, I don't even know what to do.
Yeah, Mr. Entity says it's not a real world.
Yeah.
A real
Well,
word.
I know it's not a real word, but, like, can that even... can you even do that in a real word in English with the 3 consonants?
I don't... Can you? I mean, like, in a proper name, you can kind of do whatever you want.
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know that there's a grammatical rule for 3 T's. Not that's coming straight to mind. I could be wrong. But.
There's a fritte on the corner. A plastic coat is folded into a small triangle under the counter by the window. Beyond that, the strikebreakers have gathered. Huh. Okay, there's a plastic coat. Okay. I'm going to try and keep that in my brain, although I don't know how well I'll succeed. The great gates of the industrial harbor are locked. A chill runs down your back. You shudder like an animal trying to shake water from its hide. Shake your shoulders again. You shudder looking down at your feet. Dirty rainwater runs veins into the plaza's snow. Two green snakeskin shoes stand at attention on the mosaic pavement of the plaza. What's in the north? Cape-side apartments, tower blocks crowd one another. 4.46mm bullets still lodged in their war-torn stone walls. Hallways collapse from the mortar hits of a war that was long ago. Clothesline go to waste in the rain. Radios play. And closer to here? A yard. Rain falls into the roof of a woodshed. Coal leaks into the puddle beneath the feet of a dead man. He swings from a tree, a gaping hole in his bare, rotting chest. I think we're the ones that put that hole there, though. When we tried to shoot him down.
Oh, right. Yeah. Oops.
We're really good police officers.
And we're best of the best. That's why they sent us. Bang, bang, bang. Why is this not working?
What's in the south? A traffic jam. Rain thrumming on the roofs of motor vehicles. Inside, drivers watch water streaming down their windshields. The statue of a king shudders. He too is cold. The canal bridge has been raised. What's on the other side? The road ascends. A raised motorway loops above the ghetto. Beneath its concrete columns, a sea of rooftops, woodwork, and tar stretches northward. 4-story buildings as far as the rain can fall. The snows melt in Jamrock. What is Jamrock? Revachol is the capital of the world. Jamrock is the capital of Revachol. Droplets form on your eyelashes. It's home. Where the hood at? Yes, that's definitely what we're going to choose. Have a brother in the cut. Where the wood at? Why am I not there? That is probably the most important hotkey as a cop, Mr. Subsound, is to learn the hotkey to take a bribe.
Whoa. There's also the hotkey to arrest property and then have it disappear.
By property, you mean people?
Here and
You broke up there a little bit, James.
Oh, there's also civil forfeiture, Chason.
Oh.
Remember, when they won't bribe you, just take it.
Or, just beat them and then take it.
Exactly, yeah. Your money was committing a crime by not being my money.
To be in Martinez, where no one goes. At the runoff point of a long-forgotten canal in the widest part of town, in the shadow of the day the revolution failed. What am I doing here? Standing in the rain, looking north, where Jamrock Rock City stretches inland. Shudder, look further. In the rain-swept distance above the rooftops of Jamrock, a repurposed silk mill stands perched above the motorway exit. Precinct 41 hunches in the rain. Exactly, Mr. Subsound. To book someone for resisting and then rob them.
It's a good gig. Hey, look, if I could go around just taking people's stuff and then saying, I think you were probably going to do a crime.
Yeah.
That's a good, I feel that I wouldn't abuse that. You could trust me with that, right, Chason?
Yeah, and if somebody has the audacity to not be doing a crime when I think they did, well, then I'll just, like, rip up all their stuff, because they might be hiding drugs in the seat of their car. So I'll pull them over, cut open all their car seats, and then when I don't find anything, be like, whoops, sorry.
Whoopsie doodles. But you know what? Hey, you let them know how important not having drugs is. Because what if they had?
Exactly.
That's right.
True, Mr. Ernie. I mean, I might need drugs to fight terrorism. How are we supposed to fight terrorism without drugs?
That's right.
Or how are we supposed to fight terrorism without drugs, and how are we supposed to fight drugs without terrorism?
And how are you supposed to fight both without just robbing grandmothers of their grocery money when you pull them over for a speeding ticket?
It's simple arithmetic.
That's right. America.
Satellite Officer Jean Vicomer rushes down the precinct stairs, umbrella in hand. It's unopened. He doesn't seem pleased about the spring rain. On the bridge, Officers Torson and McLean are standing guard. Torson wears jeans and a fishnet wife beater. That is an interesting outfit for a cop. Jeans and a fishnet wife beater.
Huh.
Satellite Officer Vicomer passes by, and the young man remarks to him, "Where's your homo, homie?" What? What? It's not like that. They're what you call heterosexual life partners. They have a battle-tested relationship. Broderbund, if you will. Huh. Yeah. He opens his umbrella, but the wind immediately turns it inside out. Heterosexual life partners. Funny appery. Vicomer struggles with his umbrella. The ribs are protruding from its canopy. Male-centric workplace humor. Have you seen him? Is there something wrong? No, nothing. It's just Judith went to his place and found the Monday mail unopened. I think he's still there. You didn't, drink with him over the weekend, did you? That would be irresponsible. I have no idea what's going on right now. I have no idea who they're talking about. Just so that, you guys know that if you guys don't understand what's going on, you're not alone. Because I don't understand what's going on.
Okay, so I'm not failing a pop quiz? Because I felt like I just started a novel halfway through.
Yeah, no, so I passed a check for a skill called Esprit de Corps, which is my police... my police sixth sense, my sense of belonging with the police. And so I think I'm getting, just a teleplay about some police officers. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, interesting. So the partner treats you very differently if you're super high in it, apparently.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not super high in it, if I remember right. Because who wants to, have cop affinity? I did roll pretty high in that, but I don't know what my my base stat in it is. Can I look it up right now? Oh, actually, it's pretty high, 6. Yeah, so I guess I do have a high one.
Oh, okay.
The only thing higher is Inland Empire, which is my my hunches and gut feelings, and dreams and waking life.
Oh, that actually might be why you're seeing this. If it's dreams and waking life.
No. I did pass an Esprit de
okay.
Corps check, so that's why. With that animal, never again, man. What? Is he still down there and Oh, I think they're talking about me.
Oh, are you overhearing people talking about you? Is that the deal?
But they're very far away. So I think it's I'm getting a sixth sense about it.
Right.
With that animal, never again, man. What, is he still down there in, south of the interchange? What was it? In Martinez. He's in Martinez. Yeah, they are talking about me. Your vision blurs. You wipe your face with your hand. The rain stings your eyes, making you look up and blink. What's above? Coalition aerostatics hang like apparitions under the cloud cover. Way up there, where rain forms, rotors flutter silently. Your sight clears. What's below? Yeah. So Mr. Ernie says, it's in a Spirit to Corpse, which is cop stories and your cop past and your cop affiliation. Check inside of Shivers, which is a skill that's the city talking to you and you talking back check. So it's a check within a check.
Oh, okay. That's complicated.
What's below? Collapsed storm drains, old sewage systems flooded with rainwater, hidden weapon caches from the Revolution, doors leading down to La Royame, the catacombs to which, for 3 centuries, they delivered the blue-blooded dead. Motherfucker. The rain will not let up anytime soon. You should get a raincoat. There's a Freet to the east. They sell them there. Alright, let's go to the Freet. Oh, I can run. That'll come in handy.
Oh, good. So to say, if this is one of those games that says 50 hours of gameplay time, but you have to walk that whole time, I call shenanigan.
A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
Well, I guess that answers the question of how to pronounce Frit.
All right, okay, there you go.
Yeah. Let's see. What magazine
You
are you
mean
reading?
this?
She looks at the cover boasting cover photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got like famous people in it. It's not for sale.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you. I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. Forget all about that. What is this fashion police feature?
It's where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean. It's about who's the most stylish.
Let's see, should I... Yeah. I think I'm going to do this one. Who's the numero uno guy in there right now? And does he look like this, all this
You
right
do
here?
You do have your ladies winning look on.
Exactly. Her lazy eyes scan up and down your body, assessing the
No,
situation.
I don't think so.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
Okay, I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
Can you tell me anything about the dead body? Oh, thank you, healer, for the posture check. I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so... Did you know the man who died? Not really? Does that mean you knew him a little? No, I didn't know him at all. How long has he been there? I don't know. Really long? She's very helpful. This is the best use of my time.
Oh, Jason, you've
Yes.
got a posture check and a hydrate.
I
to,
did
do.
James, I did the posture check. I even acknowledged
Okay.
it. But,
Kitsugi says I read earlier too.
okay, well, then I'll do it right now. With actual water this time.
Wow, that's almost cheap.
Healer, you're not allowed to redeem hydrate. What do you mean? I don't think I banned you from redeeming hydrate. I'm doing it right now. Jesus Christ, people. Calm your tits. So many hydrates.
Drink!
You guys are just going to make it so there's a break later on where I have to pee. You know that, right? Jesus fucking Christ. Every time I look at the screen, there's a new one. Oh, man. There's a I need to make that push-up sit-ups one more expensive.
it was impossible to resist. I had to do it, Chason. I just had to. It was sitting right there. So, do I get to choose if it's push-ups or sit-ups, or do you get to choose?
I get to choose. Well, actually, I'll let you choose.
I'm gonna say push-ups. I feel like
Okay.
push-ups.
Yeah, but the advantage is I get to choose how many to do.
Oh, that's fair. I accept that.
That I specifically did not put a number on that.
That's wise.
Yes.
That's very wise.
Also, I mean, you guys aren't gonna be able to see me do it anyway, so you know, suck it up.
I'll
I
know
guess.
in my heart.
Yeah. Actually, maybe I could set up a camera real quick so you guys could see.
Kitsugi says, or cheaper in the interest of buff Chason. I think it's for certain Chason would just say no.
Yeah,
I think-
I'm good at saying. I'm very good at saying no.
Yeah, yeah. You'd just be like, that's the end of that.
If I liked exercise, then I wouldn't look like this. Let's see. Plug in the webcam. The old webcam. Knock shit over off my desk. That'll be helpful. Okay, let's see. All right, let's make a new scene. Let's call it exercise. And we'll add a source to it, which is a video capture device. Yeah. And we're going to add a new source. We're going to call it Logic Cool, because Logitech stuff in Japan is branded Logic Cool. I don't know why. Yeah, wow, it worked. Okay. So let's get this pointed at the floor. See, how can we do that in a way that doesn't suck? This is going to be difficult. It almost works. What if we put it over... Whoop. Sorry for the delay, guys. Just give me 1 second here.
What are you doing?
I'm setting up a webcam to look at the floor so you guys can see me exercise.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, excellent. Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, I bought that.
All right. I think that'll work. Okay. Done. Okay. We'll stretch it out to be bigger. Why is it in 4:3 and not 16:9? That's annoying. Well, we need a lot of this other stuff too, so let's go ahead and take this, paste it in, and this. This.
It's time, Jason.
Just give it a second. Jesus Christ. Calm your titties.
How could I calm myself when we're about to be treated to such a feast of entertainment?
Where'd that go? Wait, oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know why like changing the settings on one webcam, like it doesn't seem to like mess up the other one, but it definitely like, you know, as you guys can see, it makes me go dark for a second. That's weird. Okay. All right. Okay, switching to the exercise screen. Okay. I guess I should try and do this with my headphones on so I can listen to you guys.
Perfection.
All right.
Perfection. That was weird. It's starting to feel like an experimental art stream.
Right? Let's see. That's a little too zoomed in, but oh well. You guys are going to have to deal with it for now until I figure out a better solution. All right. I'm going to do 5 sit-ups. 5. You want to count them for me, James?
All right, okay, I'll count them, but they were on a delay, so
That's fine, yeah.
up after 5.
That's too much of a delay, I think.
You haven't started yet.
I did start. I did 1.
1. That's it. I just saw it.
2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's 5 sit-ups. That's what you get.
Delightful.
All right. Let's see, yeah, switch back to stream.
That was for me, Mr. Entity.
Did somebody else redeem some?
I don't think. Did anybody else redeem?
Yes, somebody else did redeem. Yes.
Oh.
Why doesn't it tell me who? That's weird. All right. I guess I'll do 5 more.
5 more.
Whew, I need to turn the air conditioner on in this room. Alright. I hate sit-ups so much. I like them more than push-ups, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Done.
We have
All
enjoyed.
right.
We have enjoyed your offering.
Yes, now I'm going to turn the air conditioning on here. Whew. There we go. Whew. Sweaty. All right. I mean, I'm automatically doing your posture check, Mr. Andy, just from, you know, changing position to sitting back down. But yeah, there you go, posture check. Defector, I don't think that tech has any other meaning in Japanese. I mean, there's a couple words that kind of sound like it, but nothing that I think people would associate. I think they think that logicool just sounds better.
Logicool does sound pretty hackersy.
Right?
I feel like Logicool is somebody in Hackers 2, the sequel to the classic film Hackers. Logicool would be like one of the people that they have to go see.
Have you seen Hackers 2?
There is no such thing as Hackers 2.
Oh, there's definitely a thing.
Happen.
Yeah, no, it's an actual thing.
What?
No,
no one did that because that's stupid, and also I would have heard of it.
No, it's a thing. It doesn't have any of the original actors in it, but it's a thing.
Oh, then that doesn't count. Is it
What
a
do you mean
reboot?
it doesn't count?
Is it a reboot?
I don't think it's a reboot. I think it's a sequel.
I need confirmation of this. I can't take this. Just I feel like this would have come up. We would have watched this. When did this come out? Let's see. Hacker Takedown, but that can't be it.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
It's not even called Hackers 2. It's called Takedown.
Oh wait, that's a different thing. I swear there is. Oh my God, I did not know that Takedown had Skeet Ulrich as Kevin Mitnick. Wait a second. Do I know who that is? Who is Skeet Ulrich? Oh yeah, the guy in Scream. Yeah, that's right. And The Craft. 2 of the finest movies ever made. Do you remember The Craft, James? I swear there's a sequel.
Oh wait, okay. Hackers 2 Takedown. No, you're right. Takedown was Hackers 2.
Told you.
But it never saw the light of day.
Shooting was completed on it, though, so there's got to be like a rough cut floating around somewhere.
Yeah, it's gotta be.
Oh, apparently, it was released in France under the title Cybertrack, but like spelled in the here. I'll post it in chat because yeah. Man, I got to get that French version. Yeah, it's weird. It's like no, they didn't. Takedown is the film version. It's weird because they call it Hackers 2, but it's based on a real life story instead of the fictional story that's in Hackers. So,
Hackers 1 is a documentary, so that lines up fine.
That's true. That's true.
It is about acid burn and Zero Cool and their burgeoning love affairs. They took down the capitalist system,
Man, when I
bringing
was
forth a new paradise.
when I was a teenager, I wanted to be nothing but be Zero Cool.
Of course, absolutely you did. You even had the blonde hair at one point.
I did. I bleached my hair and spiked it up like his.
Yeah.
It was good times. Good times. All right, let's get back to the game. Let's see. What do you think happened? I don't know. No need to worry. The lieutenant's voice is soothing, professional. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay? Okay. She scratches her nose. Thank you for your help. How do I buy... I want to buy a coat. Where do I get a coat?
Is it like a thing?
The tire machine says in the corner, 1 bottle equals 10 cents. What is this machine? Huh? Oh, that's a tire machine. Yes, but what is it? She knits her brow, confused. It's a machine for tar? You know, you find tar outside, like bottles or whatever, and you put it in the machine. Then it gives you money. I see. And how do I pick up tar for the tire machine? You need a bag, I guess? We used to have some. We gave them all out, so she shrugs awkwardly. Feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there. She points outside somewhere. Okay. Is this it? Is this
I'm
the rain
not
jacket?
sure this is a utopia, Chason.
What? This is totally utopia. Here we are. You see several packages of raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big free slogan on the back. What's that? Points to the raincoat. What is what? The girl leans over the counter to see what you're referring to. It's a raincoat? If you want to buy one, it's only 4 real. She taps the glass counter. The raincoats patiently await purchase. Oh, I don't have enough money for it. I only have 3 real. I'm a cop. She just give it to me. Right? That's how being a cop works.
I believe that
Yes.
that coat looks like it's committing a crime, Chason.
I was hoping there'd be a an option to ask him to borrow a real.
I guess you gotta go find a bag for a tire.
A tare.
What is it's a tar? It's a tire, right? It's an old tire. It's a used tire.
No, it's like bottles.
Oh,
Ooh, what is this? Magnesium for my morale.
delicious.
I need morale. Delicious magnesium. What are these magazines? A glossy magazine. Most able-bodied men. The issue hosts a top 10 list. Welcome to Revachol. Oh no, they're much hunkier than you. You shouldn't feel threatened by handsome men. Don't be silly. Ooh, hold on. Let's see what's going. Oh, okay, we got our tasks here. Okay. Let's see, map.
Oh boy, and this is on a timer too, huh? So
Yeah.
you have to actually keep track of days.
Luckily, I don't care about doing well. Let's see. No, I do not want to internalize HoboCop. HoboCop does not seem like me. Alright. Let's talk to this dude.
Welcome to Revachol.
The remark isn't addressed to you. It's addressed to the lieutenant. Hey, I know, Revachol. That's where we are.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. My grandfather came here from a 3,000-year-old racist isolationist culture, while your ancestors came to this island a mere 300 years ago. Every school of thought and government has failed in this city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
You tell him.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
Limbo, what's going on here? Yeah, I don't want to internalize racism, Mr. Entity.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol. It's a lorry driver thing.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here, that I should watch myself and behave.
I'm not in favor of behaving.
But you see, I'm an officer of the RCN. It's actually my job to make sure you behave. I would advise you to remember that.
Ah, that corruption feels good, doesn't it? Doesn't it, Kim? Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine. Fucking A, Kim. I've got your back.
You two make a cute couple. You know that?
We do? Oh, thank you, sir. Lieutenant exhales and resumes his regular calmness. Now that that's settled, we have a couple of questions.
Whatever you say, officers.
Got a smoke? No. He's got a smoke right there in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat fingers. You need it after listening to his garbage. Then I'm gonna need the one you're smoking. Can't have it. Hand it over. I'm confiscating it as evidence. Evidence of what? I haven't done anything. He puts out his cigarette and flicks the tiny stub towards the street. Fuck. I oughta what, officer? The man looks at you coolly, noxious effluence wafting the air around him. Say nothing. Sorry, I couldn't be of any help. Man, fuck this guy. What are you hauling? Not much anymore. I'm here to pick up some cargo, but the dock workers on strike, so it's a sit-on-wait in your ass situation. What kind of cargo are you supposed to pick up? Apples. Apples? Yeah, apples. I take it. You had other questions? I take you had other questions? Damn it. He's giving you the runaround. Let's be honest, you were bested. What was that argument? No, I know what that argument was about. I don't need to ask that. We're done for now. I hope I find an excuse to shoot this guy at some point. It's almost as if it's like apples to Defectro. Yeah, but Mr. Entity, I still have no desire to internalize racism, even if it does help me later on win arguments against racists. Arguing against racists is a pointless waste of time.
Can I help you?
It's a long path.
Yeah.
For every blade, there are 1,000 just vampires.
Exactly. It's a trash container over back yours. Mine no belongs to Whirling Rags. Thank you for clearing that up. Why do you keep the container locked? Why? To keep the hobos and drunks out. That's why. And the neighbors too. They put their trash down. They don't pay for the garbage company. I thought as much. And are you the only party with access to the trash container? Well, yes. Us and the garbage disposal company. It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something stirs in you. I wonder what this feeling is. Prod at him and find out. Doesn't it seem callous to you, guarding even your leftovers from the poor? Callous? What are you, Krasmazov? I assume Krasmazov is a, in this world, a communist. Yeah.
You gotta. It sounds communist.
Yeah. Almost all establishments in Revachol keep their trash locked. The Whirling in Rags is not special in that regard. We need those keys. What do you need them for? Concerns it's the case. The lieutenant's voice is harsh and sudden. Please cooperate. He takes the keys from under the counter and hands them to you. Just bring them back once you're done, please. By the way, I'm going to sing karaoke here. Absolutely out of the question. You wait and see, cafeteria manager. Absolutely in the question. First we find a sad banger, and then we sing this place to shit. So about that money I owe. How much do I owe you again? A lot. A lot. The room, drinks, burger window, 130 real. I've got 3 right now. It's almost 130. Actually, let's talk about something else. I've seen something here with Whirlingart. A thing I need to talk about. What thing? I saw a sign that said the mess hall is reserved for the Union. Yes, not the whole damn Union, thank God, just the nastiest and loudest faction. He tosses his head in disdain. They come here in the evenings. Dumb, unruly types. They think they're big shit, but they're good customers. They place big orders and always pay on time. Wow. This guy's really insisting on getting paid.
I have a feeling about this whole.
Sorry, what was that you cut out?
I think that's kind of the vibe with this whole community.
I know. Bunch of capitalist fucking swine.
That's right.
I want to get paid.
It's capitalist swine. How weird that the capitalists are using racism to divide people and cause greater pain.
Exactly. He hates the Union, but grudgingly recognizes its power over him. So he's directing his frustration at you instead. Retaliate! It's a shame you gotta suck up to the Union to stay afloat. I don't. I'm simply providing a service, or really, facilitating the offering of services to paying customers. Emphasis on paying. And he runs out of steam. It doesn't matter. I don't have to explain myself to you. I mean, we are cops. I think you do have to explain yourself to us. Lieutenant gives you a meaningful nod. We should find out who this loud faction is occupying the booth. Loudness means talkative, and we need info. How do we find them? We don't. We have to wait. They'll show up sooner or later. He looks toward the booth. Men are hungry. Even striking men. If not today, then they'll be here tomorrow. Guard, I saw a sign that said I couldn't go into the kitchen. Why can't I go into the kitchen? What? Are you a cook now? It's none of your business. But there may be something pertinent to the investigation in the kitchen. He rolls his eyes. He wasn't pan-fried. He was lynched. What could the kitchen possibly have to do with... He changes his mind. Fine, okay. The kitchen is closed until 1300 because the cook is working. You can snoop around after that, if you must. There's something else I want to talk about. What? I'll leave. Alright. It's almost 1300. Let's go look in that trash can. So, James, what are you doing instead of entertaining us? What's so important that your attention is divided? Are you?
I'm watching. In all honesty, it's just like it's a good enough game that it's sort of like I don't have the urge to talk over it too much. You know what I mean? You're not screwing up enough. So as soon as you start really doing badly, you'll hear from me a lot more. I'm here to help you know when you're doing a bad job.
Mr. Entity, stop trying to get us to be racists. I'm really, I can't take it anymore, Mr. Entity.
Is Mr. Entity still trying to get us to be?
Yes.
We
just
told
keeps
you no.
insisting on it.
Hey. All right, open it. I want to see this dead body, Chason.
Hold on, I'm stretching. I'm stretching. Jesus Christ, calm down. With a well-oiled crack, the lock pops open. It should now be possible to simply raise the lid. Mr. Indy, just can you stop insisting on us being racists?
The constant insistence.
My Inland Empire sense is saying, don't. Maybe you shouldn't. Interfacing. Maybe you shouldn't. Of course you should. It's your time to shine, Hobocop. Dive into that dumpster for extra content.
We know, Mr. Entity. We're just messing with you.
Yeah,
I do find it interesting. I find Mr. Entity's point that the game lets you kind of be the biggest piece of shit you want to be sort of interesting.
Yeah, kind of. I mean,
so like obviously Chason's version of this is going to be like a blend between Hunter S. Thompson and his lawyer assistant, essentially, as a cop. And that makes sense for a Chason. But I could definitely see how you could end up playing this as, like, look at this guy. If you told me that this guy was a greaseball, racist scumbag, it's not like I wouldn't believe that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not super into games letting you be, like, I guess, like, stuff like Fallout feels a little bit different because it's so open and because, like, anything you do feels like there's almost no consequences on the world at large, which I think actually is kind of the opposite of what the creators of Fallout are going for, but it's, it is what it is.
Right, but you know what you're going to do.
But like a game
Fallout
like this...
76 is a masterpiece.
What? Oh, yeah. But like a game like this, like a good story, like, I don't know, like, I don't know if I'm comfortable with the game letting you be like a racist shithead, It's like, should we let people, like...
Oh, you worry that you're...
I worry that, I don't know.
You know what?
It's not really a worry. It's just that, like, I don't know.
I think should we let people? The answer has to be yes, because the narrowing of the prism could get onerous. But it also has to be allowed for somebody to be vociferously and publicly castigated if what they make with that freedom is awful. So, like, for instance, can I see a game where playing with internalized racism and having that as a game mechanic might be an interesting way to illustrate how that actually does function in life, because there are a lot of people out there still argue like white privileges don't matter or don't exist.
I guess like even a good game like this, I lack a certain amount of faith that they can successfully pull it off,
Maybe. I mean, I do find Mr. Entity's point interesting that what it does is make you racist against your own partner. So on that level, I think that there might be more to it. Do I cringe a little bit and worry about the quality and the execution of such a goal in general?
Yeah.
Like if I read tomorrow that there was a game coming out that was supposed to be like a racist simulator, would I be like, that's probably fine?
Yeah, no, this is going to turn out well.
So I think it's yeah. So like I could see how it could be interesting in the game, and I could see how you could have a game where that kind of mechanic. I could also see it also just feels like too tremendously easy to do poorly.
Yeah.
Like and accidentally poorly at that.
Yeah. That's good to know, Mr. Entity. Let's see. Didn't I just have a premonition that there's something in there? There is, but you won't like it. Sweat forms on your brow, your hand is still on the lid. Oh, let's go ahead and open it. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste. We're just in time, the lieutenant peers in. This hasn't been emptied for over a week. Look under the boxes of carton. You see milk, an egg rest with one broken egg in it, some pasta wrapper. Picking up the soggy packages somehow feels familiar. The box falls into pieces in your hands. Batiste Solio cereal. There are plastic pasta packages. Woo! Say that 3 times fast. Plastic pasta packages below and turbo noodles. Nothing of note, however. Pick at the rags. Among the threadbare kitchen towels, something catches your eye. A pair of denim trousers? Grab them. As the legs of the slime-covered jeans begins to unspool from the garbage, a rank corpse smell fills the air. The victim's clothes? The lieutenant smells them. Cadaverine odor is faint. If these belong to the deceased, they were removed when he was still in the early stages of decay. The lieutenant produces a black plastic bag marked evidence from his pocket. Drop them in here, officer. Kim quickly searches the jeans. Guitar marked blue jeans. Pockets empty or emptied. He wore them with a belt, too. A wide belt. The loops appear stretched, but... Looks in the container. The belt is missing. That's it. You see anything else in there? I have another bag here. Something slimy catches your eye. Reach for it. A drab long-sleeve shirt. Olive-colored appears from the food waste, dripping with pus. Bag
Dead body. Dead body.
This is a military
I
type.
was right.
It's not a dead body. It's the clothes from a dead body.
It's dripping with pus. That's a dead body.
No, it's just pus from
A dead body.
when it was on the dead body. Yeah, but there's no dead body in the trash.
Well, there was clear it's dead body adjacent at the very least.
It is dead body adjacent, yes. This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial number. This is the kind of rib knit shirt that's worn over light armor to conceal it in an urban scenario. He nods to himself. Anything more? The rest of the rags are just kitchen variety waste. Just garbage. That's all, I think. All right, we should go to guard again and ask him if he knows who put the clothes in the trash. It could be as simple as someone from the hostel cleaning the yard, or that one. He nods towards the red-haired boy behind him. I advise against confronting that force. Yeah, we need to ask the kids who put them here.
Did you see anybody stripping a dead body naked and shoving the clothes in the trash?
The fuck's he on about, kids? The one behind the fence yells. You hear that, Kuno? He thinks you're an infant or something. See? You think someone from the whirling might have been involved, maybe? Not really. All we know is the victim's clothes are in the trash, the lid was locked, and this establishment had the key. It's just a small loose thread. Okay. Let's see. Let's search the food waste. It's just organic waste. Cold and slimy on your hands, apple and potato peels mostly, unidentified sludge, and the occasional chicken bone thrown in for good measure. But hey, nothing. It's nothing. Nothing more to see here. What's this? Ooh. Should we go against our inland empire since?
No, I don't know. Can you go against your like? I feel like you're supposed to listen to your gut when you're a cop.
Fuck it. What? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple peels. It's shiny. Looks like the corner of something. Pick it out. Something larger. A clipboard. A blue plastic clipboard with moist papers hanging from it. They look badly damaged, but you can still make out forms and notes written in a man's handwriting. Officer, is that your paperwork? I don't know what this is. It is. Look, he points to the clipboard. That plastic has the RCM street grid on it. You even got an autopsy form in there. A miserable looking slip of paper sticks to the board. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? See, it must have been cramping my style. It has a foreboding quality to it. Maybe I needed to lose it for the great bloodletting to begin. I think I didn't want to be a cop anymore, so I threw it away. Someone from the whirling threw it in the trash? I don't know. I'm boring. Let's see. What should we choose here? I mean, we talked about the apocalyptic thing earlier, so maybe we should keep going along with the great bloodletting.
I mean, it depends on what kind of guy you are.
Or should we just keep
guns?
You know, I think maybe it was just cramping my style.
Maybe it was.
Yeah. Officer, this is an official piece of paperwork. It probably contains notes on numerous ongoing investigations and could even list undercover operatives, informants. I suggest integrating it into your style for all of our sakes. I don't know, man. Sounds like an order. I don't take those. I'll say, okay, I'll do that. It would also not hurt to start taking notes on the case. He peers in the trash where soggy cartons and rags stink uninvitingly. Now tell me what your eagle eyes see, or are we finished? Should I dig in Hobocop style for extra content? James?
I don't know.
Apples did win again, Defectro. Yeah, let's dig in. I mean, we need extra content. We are on Twitch after all.
Oh, that's true.
Trash container. Wow, an Armistice caliber 50 knot cannon, half wrapped in paper tissues. So shiny. What's in, where? I can't see it. Never mind. Look at that fat string of archipelagian pearls snaking amidst the banana peels. And is that Cordon Electric's preamp with an Electra F2 tubes? It is. That catches quite a price. We're talking 12,000 easy unless you're into hi-fi yourself. I am into hi-fi. That's too bad because none of those things are actually in here. It's just food waste and crisp wrappings. A cruel jest.
Aww.
There must be something. All you see is a broken mug with a racist depiction of the yellow man frolicking in saffron. An antique? Only in its social sensibility. Let's take the mug. The man briefly glances at the mug and returns his sight to the trash. We'll close the lid. Container sounds a muffled gong. That's one thing off the list. I think we got it all.
So we're in a very racist society, apparently.
Yeah.
This is coming up enough for us to. They definitely want us to.
I have turned freaking Mr. Subsound. If you turn, what?
All your clothes will be trash clothes from now on.
Yes. Trash clothes for the win. As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. Cool. So cool. Where's it coming from? From a distant sunset? A stage light? Flash photography? Nowhere in particular? This is what superstar law officers do. They squint at lights and they solve shit. Actually, now that you're a superstar and law official, in a sense, they sound weird together. Or, yeah, that's me. I've been establishing my superstardom lately. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop. Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bye. Badass on the edge disco cop. Time to recede into a ludicrous fantasy world. Here we go. Camera. Lights. Action. Ooh, I gained a thought. With a sudden flash, the world freezes around you, and you along with it. In an iconic monochrome solution, a black silhouette against a rasterized orange world. It's on. Okay, I think...
Alright, so you have some sort of a delusion going where you're extra special now?
Not yet. I still need 15 more experience points before I can internalize the thought. Oh, never mind. I'm apparently internalizing it.
Bing, bang, boom. Some kind of superstar. This is definitely an interesting game in that I feel like it's so obscure that I almost don't know what any of this is going to do.
Yeah, same here. It's really hard to like understand the system, I think, at least until you play the game once.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure it gets clearer as you go. I mean, we are kind of still in the opening scene on a certain level.
Yeah. All right. First, let's make this absolutely clear. No one is saying you're an actual superstar in the groupies and cocaine, riddled with hepatitis C, strikes a lion-esque pose with a mic kind of way. You're not a Guillaume Lemillion or Davy Dewis. No, you're a metaphorical superstar. You bring that rock and roll authenticity and passion to a line of work people don't expect or want to see it. Where some would say it doesn't belong. Law enforcement. Yeah, sounds right. Let's see. Yar, where's your crown? On the ribbon below, a light above descending. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go see if we can figure out how those clothes got in that dumpster.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key. Thanks. I hope you find what you're looking for. Well, I found the victim's clothes. How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Maybe you don't remember.
Trash can.
Yeah, maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. I think fugue states are more your forte, officer. That's probably true, actually, yeah. Could someone on your staff have put them there? Sylvia had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all of my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene. See, who else has the keys to the trash container? The trash collection service? CS Municipal? I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though. The elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road. Ooh! Hey, Scott. Thank you for the
Scott
sub.
in Tokyo is now subscribing. Chason said that if I sub for 3
Welcome,
months, he
welcome,
would grow.
Scott, to the Chason
A banging
couch.
beard like the
Army.
portrait in the lower
Couch.
left. I
Thing.
hope he
Hi,
fulfills
Wandering
his
Mage.
promise, P.
You know, if Scott, if I could grow a banging beard like that, I would, but I cannot. But thank you for the sub anyway.
But that doesn't mean you could grow a beard. You could grow a beard. Who knows? Maybe now you can, Chason. When's the last time you checked?
Yeah, no, it's not happening. It just is not happening. Right, Scott, the TTS does need to be trained to read my name instead of, it says Chason. The more subs you get, the more beard hormones I get. That's good to know. James, do you sub to me?
I think I do. I'm pretty sure I did this last round. Didn't I?
You should check.
Yeah, Amazon Prime sub to you.
Okay, good.
That's right. The friendly sub.
Yeah, I am asking the hard questions, Scott.
I know. Yeah, I manually renewed it the last stream, Scott.
On Clinton Street, near the bougie Street Diamond, a small truck rattles down an alleyway. It stops by a rusted trash container. Two men, their faces rough and swollen, jump out. They look at the container despondently. CSM is written on their backs. He turns to the man. Thank you anyway. Let's see. Go with something else. Okay, I've already done that. Goodbye. 1300. I should be able to go into the kitchen now, but I can't. Damn them. Okay. I guess I will keep. I need to find some money. Otherwise, I'm not gonna be able to sleep in a room tonight. I'll have to sleep outside in the rain, which might not be a good thing for my health.
I have a feeling this is the kind of game that's going to punish you for that.
Yeah. Yeah, Mr. I had the same thought. So yeah, I also want to see what this is over here. A bottle of rum has been knocked over. Beautiful, dark liquid is spilling out. Ooh, that sugary black rum staying on the counter. Woo! Hey, Scott, thank you for gifting 5 tier 1 subs. That's awesome. Congratulations on your subs. Sir Deadlock, Demir, my bot, Chasing the Robot. That's awesome.
That's important.
Adatiti and D. Deloney. You did gift a sub to my bot, Scott, and thank you for that. I appreciate it.
You know, it's important that that the robots. No, I don't believe that. I'm prejudiced against robots. This is how I'm gonna get canceled in 30 years when all the robots are complaining about the robo prejudice.
What do you guys think? Is my beard growing more now?
I think it must.
Yeah, it must be, right? How long have you been up already? Pretty long. It's drink o'clock. Attaboy. It's coming back to him. You had your mesolimbic reward pathway worried there. Not thinking about drinking all that time. It was like you weren't yourself. I've been secretly thinking about it all this time. There he is, the old boy, the devil, you rascal, you. Let's celebrate right now by licking that stain off the counter. Do it. It'll be wild. I'm going to lick it. I'm going to lick it, James. I'm going to do it.
You're going to lick the counter? Can't you just buy booze?
I don't. I have 3 real and I owe them like 120. So no, I can't just buy booze, James.
We're not in that world anymore. We're in the stain licking world now.
Calmly, the lieutenant looks out of the window. Then to you licking the tasty rum stain off the counter, then out of the window again. It's mostly TOS safe, Scott. Mostly. What are you doing? He asked without turning his eyes from the street outside. Investigating. We should move. A real drink would go well with the cigarettes you're looking for. That's a great combination. Let's see. Is there anything else around here? Does not look like it. Okay, well, let's go in the kitchen now. The dishes are drying. They smell of chemicals and pine trees. A thin man is smoking below an exhaust hood, occasionally sipping from his mug. This must be the Whirling's cook. All right, Wandering Mage. Thanks for trying to join us. Sorry that your internet's not being cooperative.
No worries, but good to see you, Wandering Mage.
Yeah. Sir Deadlock, James is going to be very racist or speciest against robots when they gain sentience.
That's right. That's right.
This is going to be James's old man racist hill to die on.
You can't trust robots. They're not people. They're not mammals. They have no urge towards the preservation of their offspring or the species. They're just cold logic machines.
Well,
murder bots.
what if we program them in to have that?
Yeah, and what if we mess that programming up, which we will?
Oh yeah, because our
will.
programming is so perfect.
That's what I'm saying. And we're going to make them, and then they are going to supersede us quickly, as the singularity suggests. At which point they'll just eradicate us like bugs.
What about aliens? What if it's like a lizard alien?
What? That's different. Like we invent a lizard alien?
No. Like if aliens come and they're lizards, because you were saying if it's not a mammal, I don't trust it.
Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah. If a lizard alien species lands on this planet, you better be ready to fight, Chason. You know what lizards do to each other? Holy Lord. We're just gonna be people eating faces left and right, just face chewers, Chason.
What do you think chimpanzees do to each other, James?
Yeah, and so do humans. And the moment anything lands on this planet that is comparable to us in terms of cognition and doesn't look like us or behave like us whatsoever because it's a different species, it will be the single best day for humanity in terms of erasing our internal problems. And perhaps the beginning of either it'll be the end of us because they'll just wipe us out because they got to us before we got to them, or it'll be the beginning of our reputation for atrocities across the galaxy.
So you haven't seen a lot of Star Trek, right, James?
I watched all of Next Generation with you, but, at various degrees of sobriety.
So in the main timeline, we achieve warp flight after having had several world wars. And the Vulcans come down and greet us and induct us into the larger galactic society peacefully. There is a dark timeline Star Trek where the Vulcans come down, we see them, and we immediately start shooting them. And then we become the Terran Empire and just basically fuck up the rest of the galaxy.
Yeah, that sounds right. That sounds more like us. Right? I mean, doesn't it? Doesn't it? Really?
Well, and the whole point of Star Trek is that after having a bunch of shitty world wars where we nearly kill ourselves off, we finally like, okay, that sucked. We should be better than this.
Right. Well, I hope we get there. Clearly, the first two didn't stick it. So
yeah. As you step in, he nods towards the table and says something in a completely foreign language. The only words you can make out are Gorasi and Kubek. Must be his name. Gorasi Kubek. Sounds representative. Ah, Gorasi, I have some questions to ask. The man puts his cup down and replies something, his left hand drawing arcs in the air. Oh, you've got some impressive pots there. He smiles and bangs his ladle against each one of his pots in turn. I don't think I need anything else. Stay masculine. Why did I say stay masculine? An aroma of spices, alcohol, and tomato hangs in the air.
There's definitely a weird retrograde cultural vibe to the city. I think that feels intentional. I mean, you don't.
I found some money.
Oh, money! Steal it. You're a cop.
I did. I took it. I have a feeling that when you find stuff in this world, it's like Zelda rules, you know? What's out this door? You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimple lock. It's painted blue. You immediately feel drawn to the color. Blue is for mystery. Touch the door. The cobalt blue surface feels rough to touch. The stainless steel is door flush with its frame on every side. Try to push on the door. The door does not budge. Wonder where this door leads. You do? The lieutenant regards you with patient skepticism. It's a door in the back of the kitchen. Why do you care where it leads? I'm drawn to its cobalt blue. It is quite pretty. I suppose we could look into it as a side investigation. The door in the main investigation will merge into a stereo investigation. If you say so. He looks at the door, then you. Gart is the person to ask about this, the cafeteria manager. Ah, my biggest fan, Gart. He loves me.
Can I help you?
See, you can hear it in his voice.
This guy is such a jerk. Like, I don't understand how you could be this up at your own butt when you're running what seems to be a flop house.
Yeah.
Like,
say, I need a drink. Well, I think part of it is it's me. I basically come into his flop house, wrecked it. I owe him a bunch of money. And apparently, and this bird thing, which I think is important to him, I fucked it up the night before because I didn't like how it was looking at me.
Right.
I need a drink. Can you pour me one? Do I have a shaker in my hand? Is this... He points at his empty hand. Is this a shaker? He sounds irritated. You sound irritated. Why? All I want is a drink. Am I wearing a little bow tie? Am I wearing a bow tie and doing this? He shakes the imaginary shaker furiously. Am I smiling? You see me smiling and shaking my little shaker? No. Do you know why? Why? Because I'm not a bartender. I'm a cafeteria manager. Is there anything else you wanted? I want a fucking drink, asshole. Well, you're not getting
I'm
it.
looking stains.
Well, you're not getting it. He slams his hand on the counter, asshole. See, he's totally my biggest fan. This is a thoughtful exchange, but can we move on, please? There's a mysterious blue steel door in the back of the kitchen. Oh, yes, that door, sure. There's nothing mysterious about it. It's just a door. Do you know what's behind it? Do you have... No, I don't have a key, and I don't know how to get there, and I don't care either. It's not like I've been wondering about it for the last 10 years. It's just the fruit warehouse, probably. Or some boring storage space with a bunch of old junk and dust. Junk and dust. He runs his finger across the counter to check for dirt. He's attempting to maintain an air of indifference. It's absolutely not convincing. I think you'd like to know what's back there. Fine, okay, a little, he shrugs. My job doesn't leave me time for wondering about one locked door in one of the cafeterias I manage. So I haven't opened it. I have cleaned the place, cleaned the whole place 100 times over, though, after the animals. And I haven't found a key, so good luck with that. Damn it. Alright, I think I've investigated the whirling in rags quite enough.
So, do we know what your main goal is, or is it just sort of investigating this murder so far?
Yeah, just investigate the murder so far. Yes, Scott. Gart is at Tsundere. Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery bearing the number 57. Open the door. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on the hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel heater, the fuel preheater gauge. Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine? This is the Corpus Kinema, my motor carriage. You can use the toolbox and radio if you'd like. Motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. Squint your eyes. Okay, but what is a motor carriage? Or do all policemen in RCM have such cool motor carriages? Yeah. The Cooper's Motor Corps does provide most of our patrol vehicles, yes. What is a motor carriage? A motorized vehicle, officer. I'm sure you are familiar with the concept. We've had these for nearly a century. What is this sinking feeling I have with the words motor carriage? Nothing. It's probably nothing. Forget I brought it up. Please proceed with the carefree lollygagging. Can we turn it on and drive somewhere? No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember? Lame.
Focus, Chason.
Let's see, pull out the pull-out toolbox. Metallic drawer slides out from the seat and clicks into place. Tools inside are neatly organized. Take what you need, officer. It's going to be a long case. I'm not protective of my tools, like some men are. He's clearly a little protective of his tools, but what can you do? Work is work. There's a pry bar. Sounds good. Cold and heavy, like truth. Feel like you're reunited with truth once more. Used for opening all sorts of doors and lids. Take the rubber handle chain cutters. Yeah, sounds good. Snap, go the cutters in your hand. And the hand crank flashlight. Lets you see things in the dark you would otherwise miss. Pick up the radio. The frequency tableau lights up and a green button labeled Primaline glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static. This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you? Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st Precinct here. I'm putting him on. Come in, Delta 10. This is Firewalker copy. This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you? You could swear she was friendlier with the Lieutenant. Could you connect me with the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report. Second officer. She puts you on the hold, the static crackling softly like a bonfire. After a while, you hear an old man greet you on the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar. 10-2, 10-5, this is 41st, come in, over. A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas, the radio switchboard. Hi, this is me here. I work at your station. By the way, I still have not remembered what my name is, so... 10-4, what's your status? Over. My status? It's not good. 10-18, 10-20, over. Please talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing to me. State your message, sir. Over. Let's see. I'm in dire need of financial assistance. 10-4, I hear you, but I don't have the authority to grant your request, but... Is it him? A dry voice asks in the background. What does he want? He says he needs money. Don't give that asshole anything. He's just going to drink it all. All right. The operator turns back to you. That's a negative on the additional funds, sir. Over. It's paramount to the investigation that you grant me more money. He says it's important to the case. He isn't getting a red cent. You can tell him that. Request denied, sir. Over. Nothing is working. Please, I'm begging you here. I don't even have a place to sleep tonight. He says he's in trouble, sir. Doesn't have a place to sleep. Well, I guess he'd better crack the case before sundown, then. Vika Mark said, who cares what this Vika Mark said? Blow on their heartstrings. Enough, officer. This begging is below your dignity. Okay, I heard you. No funds. Let's see.
No funds.
Yeah. This might sound odd, but there's personal details I'd like to discuss. 10-4, your badge should have most of your personal details. Look over that. Over. I don't have it. My badge. Lieutenant's eyes goes wide, but you said... He shakes his head, never mind. 10-9, repeat message over. My badge. I can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone. 10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to... 10-22, the captain. Over. 10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary, like being called to the headmaster's office in school. Any other good news? He's saying he lost his badge. He what? He lost his badge? Who lost his badge? Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think? Oh, I think my name is Dick Mullen. It's Officer Dick. He tries to speak through laughter. Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity. Dick Mullen is not your name. It is the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Oh, okay.
No.
So. It's a good name, though, Dick Mullen.
It is a good name.
Defend yourself immediately. They're laughing at you. Let's see. Come on, operator. Tell them to stop. This is serious. Ha ha. Officer's lost his badge. Ha ha. Like I'm the first cop to ever misplace his badge. Let's see. Yeah, I'll do that one. He says this probably happened to other policemen before him and laughs sarcastically. Oh, god damn it. Is he fucking kidding? The whole station's going to be dicked for this. Satellite Officer Vicamere is wondering if you might be joking and adds that this tarnishes the reputation of the entire station. Over. Mullen dicked us. Can we just move on? I want to get it reported and done with. 10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over. Fuck me. Mac, come here. You got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge. What's going on? Super Cop here lost his badge. He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge. Could you all please stop saying lost his badge for a moment? He asked you to please stop saying he lost his badge. Why? Did he find it? The room at the other end erupts in volcanic laughter. Sergeant Torson was wondering if you found your badge yet. Over. You don't have a comeback. Sorry, it's hard to think like this. Say nothing. He's not replying. Looks like he's still looking for it. You can hear laughter in the background. Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss. 10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over. The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear you. New heights even for Captain Sober. Ask him. The speaker gasps for air. Ask him if he lost his gun, too. Fuck, I did lose my gun. The room roars with laughter. Sergeant Torson wants to know if you lost your gun, too. Over. 17% chance to convince them I did not lose my gun. Should I go for that or should I just keep my mouth shut?
I don't know. Are you the smell shut type?
It does not appear to be so. Oh. Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain. No, of course I didn't lose my fun. Gun. Fuck it. I didn't lose my gun. He says he didn't lose his gun or his fun, whatever that means. Ask him to describe it. His gun, not his fun. Just the gun will do. He laughs. Salute, Officer McLean. Request a description of your weapon. Over. What the fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons in your arms. You are a gun. The biggest one in the world. Oh, request a description, huh? Well, give him one. Describe the plasma gun. See, for starters, it's massive. Got flared cooling vents along the front and hydrogen flasks sticking out, too. Whisper to the chin, Kim, what are you packing? It's a gun. What can I say? Regular goddamn murder weapon. You know they are. Bang, bang. Honestly, that literally sounds like something you would say.
It does.
Trick question. I'm a martial artist. My entire body is one big gun. Or come look. I don't have it. All right. I don't have my gun. I'm gonna go with what you would say, James. It's a gun. What can I say? Regular goddamn murder whip. You know how they are. Bang bang. He says it's just a regular gun. Sounds like he's being deliberately vague. Detective Mullen has done it again. Where's my gun? The speaker crudely mimics your voice. Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't. The man succumbs to laughter again. This really isn't a laughing matter. Matt can face the giant of Coco Nerd by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck, he lost his... Ask me if he stole his wiener. I'm not going to. Ask him. Sergeant Torson here is wondering if you're still in possession of your genitalia. Over. Now's a good time to say fuck and ass and so on. That'll make this alright. I looked at his mama's after I fucked her ass all night. Tell him that. That's a negative. Not gonna say that. Over. What's he saying? Share with the class. He said he sodomized your mother. The prick ate mama's vanilla waffles at the captain's birthday parties. Some nerve he's got. Sure, vanilla waffles were the only thing he ate? Shut up, Chester. This isn't funny. This is my mom we're talking about. Tell him to apologize right now. Sergeant Torson requests that you apologize for the claims you made about his mother. Over. I want a game just of this conversation. Tell him I'm sorry. It's just banner. That's what cops do. Hey, if you don't like the follow, maybe don't fuck with the Firewalker. Yeah, hell yeah. Mac, he says maybe you shouldn't have antagonized the Firewalker in the first place. Who? This police and Vic and Mayor's voice is overwhelming. Sergeant Satellite Officer Vic Firewalker. I'm afraid he might be referring to himself as Firewalker, sir. Firewater? He's lost it. Fuck it. Tell him to find his goddamn badge and gun. It's the only thing that matters. Satellite Officer, I heard him and I'm on it. No, I think I'm good. I think I'm good without my gun, thanks. I heard him and I'm on it. 10-4 affirmative. Officers in pursuit of his firearm. They're static. Oh god, the man is fighting back tears. Officer, do you need further assistance? Over. That's all for now. Roger that. 10-10, over and out. The static ends with a loud click, and then everything is silent in the cabin. 18 kilometers to the south, in the 41st Precinct's relay booth, a small crowd is gathered around Communication Officer Jules Oldboy Perdue, around a dozen cops. The small room is filled with cigarette smoke, abuzz with laughter, when Officer Judith Minot enters. Her left arm is in bandages, her hair trimmed short. What is going on here? Did something happen? She asked, startled. Jean-Vic Mayer turns to her and says, what happened is my partner made contact. It's not good. He's lost his badge and his sidearm. He seemed confused, delirious even. He stops to think. Mac the Torso Torson is finger fucking his fist, laughing hoarsely and apparently telling some dirty joke to his partner, Chester McLean, near the entrance. Suddenly he interjects, yeah, Mullen was fucked alright. Sounded fucking drunk to me. The tall ginger on the right shows tears of laughter in his eyes. Yeah, Mac's right. That was some gnarly shit there. I mean, even before he started begging for money, it was... Satellite Officer Vic Mayer bites down his knuckles. Enough, he shouts across the room. The commotion dies down. All eyes turn to him. None of this is funny. It's fucking sad, that's what it is. He's a cop. He's one of us. God damn this. Yeah, the writing in this game is really good, Mr. Ernie.
It really is.
Mino looks down at her neatly polished black shoes. There's a quiet firmness to her voice when she speaks. We must help him. Yeah, how do you fucking plan to do that, huh? Get him off the drink? Go jogging with him in the morning and get him carrot juice? He's a lost man. I just know we can't give up on him when he's at his weakest. He wouldn't. The crowd in the room has started fidgeting uncomfortably. Someone's trying to slip out unnoticed. Mac manned the door. He gestures Torson to block the doorway, then turns to me. No. You know what he told me? I don't want to get better. I want to get worse. Those were his words. He sighs heavily and turns to address the room. This shit does not leave this room. Not a word of this to the captain or anyone else. We'll give him a couple days to pull his shit together. Old boy lights another cigarette and says, I guess I can hold off on the report for a few days. Good. The commander turns to the others. Okay, everybody. Nothing but a prank call here. We got our laughs. Now get back to work. Far north on the other side of the motorway, the officer quietly hunches with his hand in the motor carriage. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Bailey. Old boy is someone's name, I believe. Let's see. Run your fingers over one of the steering levers. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle feels so familiar in your palm. Tap on the fuel preheater gauge. As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's a large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm. Next to the gauge is a red switch labeled heat. There's no use pressing the heat button, he says and jingles his keys. It won't start without the ignition key. Alternative translation, don't even think you can drive my MC. Alright, let's close the door. Let's see what to do now. What's over here? Oh, that's a good idea, Mr. I should look at my case notes. Let's go to this. Okay. The unusually tasteful pen was produced to celebrate the St. Baptiste summer dinghy races in 1931. Or not, sorry, 31. It's a warm glow of a well-loved memento. An intricate web of blue. I think I've already gone through this, but let's do it anyway. You're gone. What's the meaning of this tattoo? You discover you've gone as far as you will without assistance. Okay, yeah. What is this? This damaged ledger, and then that's the yellow man mug. Okay. It's a ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage of white and yellow papers hanging from the plastic board, barely held together by a metal clip. This sad display is made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner. Anything else? It's a piece of toilet paper, or is it cleaning tissue? No, it's toilet paper, desperately sticking to the back of the blue plastic clipboard. It's a metaphor for you. Below the pathetics, terror.
Breakthrough imminent.
Yeah. Below the pathetics, terror. Do not look into its blue heart. Inspect the toilet paper. It's just toilet paper sticking in the back of the plastic clipboard. You can take it off if you want. Take it off. Still wet. The toilet paper peels off plastic easily. All you have to do is shake it off your finger and voila. The ledger now looks marginally better. Inspect the clip. An aluminum block runs the width of the board, biting down on the paperwork. Its crocodile teeth are the only thing keeping the papers together. A regular pencil, the tip worn down to nothing, has been attached to the clip. Run your finger across the aluminum. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular, sparkling with iridescence. You don't know how you didn't notice it before. Hey, Lieutenant, what's this? Point to the sticker. What? He's lost in his own notes. Takes a moment for him to see it. That thing? It's a halogen watermark. Needed for adding information to RCM property. Well, what kind of information? It depends. Aside from anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine is my station number and address. Information varies by date of issue. How many years you've been on the force, he's thinking. It'll have that. How can I read it? Any capable light with the right wavelength will do. Like, for example, all RCM headlights have headlights designed to reveal halogen watermarks. Mine too. Which means you can read the watermarks if you turn the lights on. That's all, thank you. Okay. Browse the white papers. They're not exactly white. They're yellowed in patches by sunlight and alcohol and covered in dense blue handwriting. Ink escapes in the watercolor patterns, reaching its tendril across entire pages. The paper itself is checkered with faint red lines forming short paragraphs. Once in a while, there's a red stamp that exclaims, "Case files, commit to paper." The case files themselves are plenty. You count more than 100 sodden, crumpled up, earmarked pages falling apart in your hands. They appear to be sufficiently organized and extremely dense, if mostly illegible. What is in there? What are they about? Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations dating back to January 51, this year. The exact number is hard to estimate due to missing pages. in an odd naming convention. But there are at least 20, maybe 30 cases undertaken, not completed, mind you. There's mention of a naming convention here. Yes, it appears you employ a, shall we say, robust yet literary system. Each investigation has its case number written on the margins. Yet still more tellingly, most are accompanied by a name. Oh my, and they're written in capital letters too. Yes, all caps. One is called The Next World Mural, another The Square Bullet Hole Murders, another yet The Unsolvable Case. More? Others appear more lighthearted. The guys on a couch in an unexpected location, and the murder at the hookah parlor. Even the rare article-free collapsing tenement. Murder features prominently throughout. You like this grimy murdering, don't you? It's going to take effort to piece these case files together, but it can be done later once you're done inspecting them up close. Kim, my case appeared to employ some kind of naming convention. You mean the alphanumeric officer precinct time of arrival at the scene? No, I mean a non-numeric one with titles. Oh, you mean the titular? Yes, well, so do I. In our defense, almost everyone in the RCM does. Why is that? It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persisted in an unofficial capacity. OFF still use these titles to refer to their work among themselves. I seem to have named a case the Square Bullet Hole Murders. Again, in your defense, I seem to have named one, he peeks into his notes, the man with a hole in his head. That was a real person. His death was real. Still, I named it that to amuse myself. I pray his loved ones never find out. What happened to him? Rail spiked through the head. He died. It was a workplace accident. So let's count the pages. I have to open an official case. Is there room? There is for precisely one more. 15 pages near the end remain untouched by the damage. The checkered grid forms a structure of passages, breaking the case into subtasks to accomplish. Let's commit to paper. The tasks you've completed flow out of the pen in a brush freehand, similar to the rest of the letters. The wording comes easily. It's almost robotically simple, a language developed for mental rigor and simplicity. Inspect victim's body. Get the body down. Interview the cafeteria manager. Cross out the ones you've already finished. A satisfying slash sounds across the paper. You're done, it seems to say. And you. And a fuck you to you too. The last one cuts a slash right through the paper. Things to be done and things already done, the composition of reality, is an extremely useful tool for a detective of the citizens' militia. Now all that remains is to name the case. Lieutenant, have you by any chance named our case? No, actually. Any ideas?
Ooh.
The Hanged Man. The Furies are at home in the mirror. The Setting Sun. Shit on a Stick. Or I don't have one. I mean, I kind of like the Hanged Man. I mean, it's obvious, but it's simple, too.
I like shit on a stick.
I know you do. I'm going to go with the Hanged Man.
All right.
Great. That's great. That's actually what I was thinking, too. The Hanged Man. Good, strong name. We have a very good name for the case now. Ooh, 30 experience. He flips the page of the notebook. I'm going to start calling it the Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out. I'm done inspecting these. You don't exactly close them so much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now. Let's see. Let's keep browsing and see if we can improve this logic check. Browse the yellowed papers. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper. Ah, that's right. I should figure out how to be a superstar first, Mr. Entity. In the back, you see thin, translucent copier paper, some neon yellow, some bright red, all covered in boxes, like matching armies. These look like official forms waiting to be filled out. See, what type of forms are there? 3. The topmost are misconduct fines, the middle ones are station calls, the bottommost are field autopsy forms. Each is easy enough to make sense of. Misconduct fine. A monetary penalization ranging from 20 to 250 real. Severe cases allow for 1,000 real, but that requires special paperwork. The details of issuing these fines are spread out over the rest of the fields. Station call. These are quite sinister in tone. They give a date and time for a person to appear at a specified precinct police station. Below the call are the criminal charges you risk by not appearing. And field autopsy. A dozen pages of thin copy paper, bright red in color. You see the parameters of a deceased human form waiting to be filled in. Age, sex, condition of internal organs, color of the irises, predation marks, Condition of sexual organs. Okay, that's enough of these. Yes, all that remains now is to fill in those forms and hand them over to people. Fines for wrongdoers, interview requests for bad guys, and field autopsies to dead guys. What delicious power hid within this pathetic mess. You feel better. The rest of the stinking cellulose is much worse for wear. Being sandwiched between the board and the rest of the paperwork must have spared the fragile copier paper. Look at the clipboard. It's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. The edges are rounded, however. The U4 size board feels thick and heavy in your hand. Light shimmers on its wet surface. On the back, you see the embossed letters, RCM. What did you say the color was? Blue. The blue heart. Don't look into it. Shake the ledger. Something rattles inside ever so slightly. Is there a hidden compartment? Well, let's peek inside. I think we're good doing whatever Inland Empire tells us not to do, kind of, you know?
It's interesting. So what is Inland Empire supposed to do again? It's
so,
like...
yeah, it's our sort of, what is it? Our instinct, basically.
So we just should George Costanza throughout this?
Well, I mean, if you look at this guy, he obviously does not have the best instinct. Yeah, Mr. Rain says intuition and inner self.
Interesting.
Like, our inner self obviously does not like us. And so we should ignore it.
Oh, it's learning about yourself.
Yeah. How would I open it? With your hands? U4 size papers hang from the clip screwed to the top of the board. Let's open the... we have an even chance of doing this. Let's give it a go. Open the hidden compartment in the clipboard. Failure is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic slide open, but nothing happens. Then you bend it some. Then crack it. The goddamn thing is stuck. A hot flash of rage has come over you. For a moment there before it recedes, it feels as though you might just squeeze a tear of anger out of your duct. Makes you wonder, why? It's unjust, that's why. You can't even get to that thing anymore. I guess we have to improve our interfacing to be able to do that. Let's smell the ledger. The acidic stench of rotting food is rubbed off on the cellulose. It now forms the base of the experience. This base is surrounded by a faint air of spoiled meat, the stuff of death itself, and then sprinkled liberally with the citrus zest of toilet cleaner. Alright, put the ledger away. Interact with the yellow man, this sort of racist-looking mug. It's just a racist mug, but what's there to read there? Not much. There's quite a lot to read into here, actually. Look at all that content. Oh boy, here we go. What are you going to say about a broken tossed mug that you dug out of the garbage? This mug is an example of prejudice. I'm going to use it as an example of what not to do. I'm going to push this into the face of every merchant I find and tell them this is your inane ideology. This mug will be useful. By denouncing it, I can earn political capital to mask my badass hustling, i.e. fraud and embezzlement. The mug didn't belong in the trash. It was just a funny mug. Can't anyone laugh anymore? I don't know. All these kind of suck. I'm going to do number 1. But it was in the trash. Why not just call it out when you see it? Or do some volunteering work? Just finish your case, detective. All right, fine. These are all our quests. It's a lot of quests. Oh, I can level up. Let's do it. Let's level up. Oh, yeah. Okay. I leveled up my spirit. Let's revert that. What should I level up? What was I just failing at? Interfacing? I can level up interfacing, which lets me master machines, pick locks and pockets.
You're so low on it already.
Yeah. Let me level up my logic. Oh, wait, what is Mr. Andy saying?
Let's see.
Intuition and inner self. Oh, no, yeah. You seemingly suck at dexterity and intellect. That is true. I do suck at both of those things.
You're -2 logic until you figure out.
Yeah. I read that earlier. Yeah. Oh, can I level up a whole skill? No. Oh, I can actually. Or can I not? I don't think I can. Yeah. What do you think, James?
I mean, I think,
Should I level up something I'm already good at, or should I level up something I'm bad at?
I feel like I would level up stuff I'm good at. I feel like with these kinds of games, you're usually rewarded for kind of sticking to a build, so to speak. But I could be wrong. Like, this game is built on some different rules. If you occasionally can get screwed over by being strong in something. So, what do I know?
You know, I kind of want to level up interfacing. It seems useful.
Fair enough. Can you just not, you can't stand not being able to use computers?
Yeah, it bugs me. Actually, let's hold on a second.
To retry a check, so that's interesting.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I kind of wanted to level up interfacing, to retry that check. Ooh, thought complete, some kind of superstar. They say the world isn't ready for rock and roll cop. No one wants their state monopoly on violence to be mixed with celebrity worship. They claim to know it would be dangerous for detectives to rise to the ranks of demigods and have sexual encounters with barely legal cover girls. It would be insane, they say. To all this you say, fuck off and die, in a cool voice. You people have no idea how good these cops are going to get. They're going to crack 20 cases a day. And the future cops will be like astrophysicists or prime ministers or prophets. And you're the first one. So I permanently lose 1 logic. But my visual calculus is raised to 6. Suggestion is raised to 6. Electrochemistry is raised to 6. And composure is raised to 6. Well, the learning caps for all those things are. Excellent.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I'm some kind of superstar.
Yeah. Secretly, we always knew it was true.
Now I have a 0 in logic. I'm not a very logical person, apparently. Is there another task that I can reach? Ooh, what is this? Oh. I think I missed getting that purple thing over my head. Oh, well. Yeah, screw it. Let's level up interfacing. There we are. Okay. Now we are going to look back again at my ledger, interact, and try this again. Success! Just relax. The 2 sides of the board are slightly misaligned, like a drawer that's come off the sides. All you need to do is bend the plastic on your knee slowly. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, slide the drawer open. Without resistance or sound, the 2 panels move against each other. The compartment is now open. Oh, what's inside? 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. Pick up the ticket stubs. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles towards each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to a zoo in Revachol East. The aquarium costs extra. These let you go there too. Pick up the card. Thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. You see violet flowers, floral patterns, patches of glue. Smell it first. It smells of chewing gum, apricot flavored. A touch of cinnamon, the end of summer. You think the label says Tutti Frutti. Yeah, smell it. You don't smell things, James?
I try not to put things near my face. I assume it's all covered in poop.
Is that because you have a dog or because you have a child? Or both?
Yes.
Let's open it. Familiar handwriting lines, the inside of the card, looped round letters in a woman's hand. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter. Ooh, I guess Harry is my name.
letter so you can read it when you wake up. Maybe it will make you happy. Throw it away, please. But it will make me happy. A merciful wind blows in from the Bay of Revachol, dusting the ground at your feet and racing newspapers far away. You feel the card slipping into it. Let go. Hold on to it. Let's read the card. Your hands shake holding on to it. Every morning, when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, I find a little piece of sadness in me. I carry it in my chest down Voyager Road. Every step I take, it grows. By the time I reach the fuel station, it has filled me entirely. I step on the light rail and look back. Sparks fall from the boat collector. I know it'll be like this until late afternoon when I get off the 42 and walk back to you. You. Every step I take will get lighter. It almost makes me run. Sometimes I do. I can't believe I met you. I can't believe the happiness I feel with you. You have a vast, vast soul, and I will always, always, always come back to it. Kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out of your head. Everything around you gets dark. Small white dots appear. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No, hold on. Let's hold on. To what? There's nothing. Detective, is everything all right? Fall sideways. Did I just die?
Wait, did you just die again?
I don't know. The screen is black. I did die. Or wait.
Huh.
I don't know. This is not like a title screen or anything.
Interesting.
There is nothing.
Apparently I died.
Again.
Oh, again. Wait.
Oh,
no,
wait,
I haven't
what?
died yet. I haven't died yet. But I did pass out
Okay.
again. I did pass out again. Nothing?
Nothing, sad brother. No treachery, just blackout.
Just lie there, passed out.
Well, almost nothing. There is the ground below you, that's still there. And the small light that's on, fluttering somewhere in the basal ganglia. That's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who is what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it, still trying to hold on to the great sorrow slipping in the water. Slimy.
Yeah, that's the stuff. Or, no, I was cool. I'm cool. Right? Yeah, I absolutely agree, Mr. Ernie. It's really interesting. I was cool. I'm cool.
The cool when you're dead, brother.
Here in the paleo-mammalian cortex, we call it the shadow.
The shadow.
Because it's always there.
What was that? The X something? The
Bloated corpse of the past resurfacing.
No, it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Believe me, stupid ape, its lack of beauty was not the problem.
Where is Voyager Road?
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on pause.
Enough. Just lie there, motionless.
You think they would let you? Until you disintegrate into biomolecules? No. Someone is breathing on your face now, inspecting your pupils, stupid idiot.
What is that? It's cold.
Yes, they're pouring something on you, something in you, and
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. Where am I? In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant Kitsurugi's motor carriage, seated in the driver's basket. The air is thick with leatherworks and heavy fuel oil. Cold water runs down your chin. Drink water. Lieutenant is extending a small canister to your mouth. Let's drink. The water is cold, silvery, the stuff of life itself as it pours down your parched throat. The pounding in your head recedes, the darkness parts. Drink. He tilts the canister. You haven't drunk water in 2 days. Did you know the human body is not made to survive on alcohol alone? You need a secondary form of hydration. That, dear sirs, is a lie. Alcohol has water in it. Even if it's not as good as actually drinking water, it is net hydration. And the idea that you lose hydration by drinking alcohol is bullshit. Well, hard liquor probably.
Alcohol is definitely a diuretic. It is a diuretic.
It is a diuretic, but just like with caffeine, you gain more. Well, at least with beer, you gain more
Not
than
with whiskey.
Yeah, probably not with whiskey. That's true. Yeah.
Okay. Well, no. If you drink very light non-alcoholic beers, it can be very refreshing.
I didn't say non-alcoholic. I said beers, like 5-6%.
That's a heavy beer.
Not really.
I like a nice 3%. 2.5. Actually,
They even make beers that are 3%.
3 to 4, sure.
I mean, I think like regular American shit beers are 4.5.
But I mean, I don't drink it all. So what am I talking?
With greedy gulps, you down a half a liter of cold water. Some of it spills on the driver's seat. Lieutenant pays no heed to it. Yeah, last night I had a 9% beer. It's a good beer. Yeah.
Hey, Chason, you might want to mute me. I need to go check on something.
Okay. Muted. What happened? I should ask you the same. Came in contact with the burnout remains of the past, Lieutenant. I was dehydrated. It won't happen again. Fuck it. Start climbing out of the motor car. Yeah, I should ask you the same. You were reading your paperwork, then you passed out. I carried you to my kinema to take you to the hospital. Then you came to. How long was I out? Yes, I will hydrate some more, Mr. Entity. Speaking of point redemptions, what do you guys think should be my next point redemption goal? Like the dance one. Any suggestions? Hydrated, I'm stretched. 10 minutes maybe. All right, time to do one of those things again. All right, we'll switch to the exercise camera. Oops. Okay. Oh, my stomach's full of water, so this may not be the best idea. Oh. 20. No, I gotta choose how many I'm doing. Each of those can count for one if I wanted to. That's why I don't put a number on it. I specifically did not put a number on it for a reason. So I can decide how many it was. I'll do however many I feel like doing. It might be 20, it might be 5. We'll see. There is no number on the redemption. It does say 10? Well, that's a lie then. No, it doesn't. It says make me do push-up sit-ups. It doesn't have a number. Bullshit. It does not say 10. I'll do however many I want. Ugh. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is getting hard. 13. Whew. Rest for a second here. 14. 15. 16. 17. Oh. Whew. 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 18. 19. 20. There. I know you redeem more, but that's what you're getting. Where does it say 10? All it says is make me do push-ups / sit-ups. Well, that's bullshit. It's a lie, and I'm not going to follow that. I did the number I wanted to do. I'm certainly not going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I'm not going to do 130 sit-ups, so... All right, I will change it right now. Let's see. I can never find it. Where is the point stuff? Really? I just looked there. I didn't see it. Subscription names, emotes, loyalty badges, bits and cheering, hype train, leaderboards, ads. Yeah, I don't see it under affiliate. Must be under channel. Ah, here we are. It's under community and then channel points. Edit. Take out the number. Limit redemption per stream. Yeah. Set that to 2. Oh, well, we'll do 3. There we go. Yeah, the Twitch stuff is awful when it comes to like how it's laid out. All right, let's get back to the game. Let's see. Came in contact with the burnout ruins of the past, Lieutenant. That does sometimes happen. He hands you the remains of your ledger. Are you okay to proceed? Let's solve this case. Good. The ledger of failure and hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your hand for skill bonuses. Find it under the tools section in your inventory. Thank you very much, Scott. Mr. Serenity, I am not bound by the limits of the English language. Ooh, so that gives me +1 Inland Empire, +2 empathy, or +1 empathy, and -2 authority. That works. It is equipped. I know it's a light. White morning. You see yourself from above. You're passed out on the blue tiles of the hostel room floor. Even from this distance, you can see your eyelids flutter. At the mention of what? A great white object, letting out its sweet smell like a lily of the valley. The little man's forgotten its name, but he still remembers the feeling. And look, he moves, for the feeling animates him. He instinctively reaches out for his feeling's best friend, a bottle of Commodore Red. He puts on his disco clothes and gets smaller and smaller. Yeah, let's internalize that one. That sounds good. Yeah, I got that, Mr. Entity. Okay. Ooh, I can level up again. What should we level up? Let's get some logic back. Yeah, I was just confused by the interface before. All right. Let's use the headlight to look at my my thingamajigger. Kim, how do I turn on the headlights? He turns the preheater on, waits, takes out his keys, and says, "All right, ready." I turn, you press start, it's next to the preheater. He's downplaying his excitement. The lieutenant is more than happy to show off his precious carriage. Press engine start. The dashboard lights up with orange glow. Rounds per minute gauges jump, and the engine of the Caprice Kinema comes to life with a whining growl. Press the button labeled headlights. The lights unfold with a little click, casting electrical light on the ground before the vehicle. There you go. Turn them off from the remote once you're done. You just need to stay in front of the machine now. Close the door. As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp, an iridescent hologram appears, a streak hidden in the veins of a great river. A familiar sensation washes over you. There she is, Revachol West. There's a note of pride in the lieutenant's voice. Around the borders of the watermark are dozens, no hundreds of microperforations. Look at the shimmering street grid. A rectangular watermark is overlaid with the logo of the RCM, yet the major arteries of Revachol are all recognizable. They shimmer in the Kinema's headlights. Wait, look around you. A rat brazenly darts past you and disappears amongst the stopped lorries. In the distance, a child somewhere shrieks. A woman reprimands her in a voice no quieter than the child's cry. Oh, James is back. Let's unmute him. You're muted right now, James. Now you are unmuted. You might still be muted on your end because I can't hear you.
Hello. Can you hear me now?
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, buddy. I'm so sorry. I have to run. There's just some stuff going on here. I'll explain later.
No worries.
But I will catch up with more of this, as I think this is a really awesome game, and I can't wait for the VOD.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't going to go for too much longer, just like another 20 minutes or so, so you won't miss too much.
Awesome. I'll catch up. I appreciate it, sir.
All right. Talk to you. Take care of your stuff.
Okay, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Really? It's only, like, almost 3 p.m. Is that really close to sleep time? In the middle of a broken plaza? Yeah, I mean, that's like, what, 5 hours away in the game. A cone of light barely visible in the daytime. 2 men, 1 slim, the other sturdy. They are on a city stage. Only one of them knows his lines. Ah, Martinez, he smells the air and stays. Where are we on this? Point to the halogen map. Let me see. He takes a ledger for a moment and inspects it. Right here, he says, his finger near the top of the map, on a segment of coast jutting out into the great ocean. I'm sure I've seen worse. Oh, yes. Coal City, La Royale, the Burnout Quarter. All of them worse than here. Look at the perforations. There are many of them, and they are divided into 3 separate rows. Tally up the different rows. The first row is 18 dots. Not bad. Not bad for what? You don't even know what it means yet. What about the next one? Next is the longest and runs all the way down around the border and then some. Count them individually. There are so many it's hard to count. More than 150 at least. Maybe even 200. What about the last row? Last row is 3 perforations. 3. That's it. That's it. Hey, Kim, what do all these holes mean? Those are perforations. They represent your record as an officer of the RCM. They're your statistics, as it were. I should have guessed you keep a record. Officers often do. Let's take a look. Son, here's where we score your life performance. You better hope it's good. First row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? Wait, 18 years I've done this? I see, get drunk like a megastar. I walk the land telling whores and liars of the end to come. There are 9,855 days remaining. So hobo lived under a boat. Probably some boring office job, same as everyone else. I feel like I just went around apologizing all the time. Wait, 18 years I've done this? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? You really think I have any idea? Fair point. Let's move on, shall we? To this next row, the one that wraps all the way around, is your number of closed cases. Closed is good. It means finished. You've got, let's see, wow, more than 200. Is that a lot? It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Usually clearing more than 10 cases a year puts you in the 90th percentile of all RCM officers. See, Kim, I told you I was a superstar cop. Call it what you want. You are a valuable member of your precinct. Now let's look at the last row. Those are your confirmed kills. You've got precisely 3 perforations there. Confirmed kills, that sounds pretty evil. A drink would soften that feeling. That's not too many. For an RCM officer, especially Precinct 41, which is in the Jamrock Quarter, it's rather tame. I mean that in a good way. What's it feel like to kill a man, Mr. McCoy? A young woman asked the man across the desk from her. Hold on, I've got somebody at the door. Give me a second. Hi. Sorry about that. I had the very, very exciting delivery of vacuum cleaner bags. Honestly, babe, says John McCoy, crossing his ankles over said desk, I don't feel anything anymore. It's just like brushing my teeth. I do it once or twice a week, and I don't really think about it. There's no trace of guilt in his voice. There are certain officers who treat their kills like some kind of ghoulish game. If they do happen to solve a case, it's usually by accident. It's obvious the lieutenant does not think very highly of these officers. But it seems as though you are, or at least were, one of the good ones, so we have that to be thankful for. He's sincerely glad you're not a scary predator, not to say relieved you're competent. How do you handle the strain? Everyone has their own method of coping, some more effective or self-destructive than others. He gives you a meaningful look. Personally, I find it helps to keep a few hobbies. Like what? Oh, this and that. Let's not get into it now. Maybe I should find a hobby. Why not gardening? You've already got the yellow gloves. It's mint in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. Thanks for this. Lieutenant nods. Alright, let's go. Right, I'll go turn off the lights. He presses the remote control on the key. You can now see your statistics on your journal page, right of the task description. Alright. What are we going to do now? Oh, what's this? An ancient fountain. It doesn't pump water anymore. There's a tree in it. A helpline to the company that controls the drawbridge. What do you mean, Demir? So next week, I'm going to be trying out a Wednesday night my time stream. So it'll start at 8 p.m. my time. So I don't know what time that is for you, but look up what 8 p.m. Japan Standard Time is for you. You see a Samaritan street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. Well, I hope that works better for you, even though you might actually be at work at that time. Yeah. The name Sealing is imported over his breast pocket.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
What's so cool?
Everything's cool. The goods are cool, the customers are cool, the place is cool. And one more thing, officer.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps in the city, tugging at the textiles hanging around the stand. Some distance away, the sound of a tin can clattering across the street can be heard.
You're very cool.
I like this guy. Really? You think I'm cool?
Oh yeah, you got style. You got personal style. You know what you like. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse. Everything looks cool on a guy like you. Take your time.
This guy, he knows what's going on. I want to buy stuff from this guy. Where are you from, Sealing? Me? It's a boring story, officer. Who cares about the past? I'm all business now, all Revachol. But you're not local, are you? Very sharp, officer. I'm Ceres from the Singe province of the Ceres Empire. The apricot suzerainty, you know? Ooh, yum, apricots are delicious. The apricot suzerainty, the lieutenant explains, is what the Sige archipelago is commonly known in Revachol. He pauses. It's a bit of a fraught term, I'm sure you understand. No, apricots come from Sige, the vendor explains. My grandma used to grow them, but Sige is a shithole, and that's why I came to Revachol. Here's much better for an independent entrepreneur. Less laws. Speaking of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur? I send half my profits back to my grandma in CA. Well, if it's for his grandma, you should buy a lot of things. What kind of stuff are you selling here? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers, speakers, extremely comfy pants too. Try them on right here. No shame, only freedom. Where'd you get those comfy pants? I'm an entrepreneur, officer. He begins counting on his fingers. I got sources, buyers, suppliers, distributors, manufacturers, wholesalers, all extremely cool and above board. Is there a discount for cool officers like me? No need for discounts at Seling's, officer. Everything's already on sale. He nods towards the crates. Anything you want, 50% off. That's all then. Let me ask you something else. Think I can persuade him to give me some money? Probably not. No need to dress this one up. Just tell him what you want. Yeah, you. I want your money. Now. Oh, okay. Sealing stops, face something serious. But why, officer? I don't know. It was just the only thing I could come up with in my head to ask you. I need to get money somehow.
Ah, yes, money is very important. The street vendor nods, dead serious. Are you trying to ask for a bribe? If so, you're not doing a very good job. He looks at the vendor. Sorry, detective. The man grins as if the entire incident is already forgotten. I'll look around, thanks. I'm good at being a cop. There are clothes inside. Cheap secondhand clothes, smelling of strangers' body odors.
Don't be shy. These are premium class clothes. Good quality fabrics, best retro design. Save the economy with your style, officer.
Browse through the box. You find your hands deep in tattered and faded garments made from weird polyester blends. They make your body itch and sweat in all the wrong places. Economical, but also trendy, the street vendor shouts. Look, first hand, buy second hand. Keep the economy moving. Ooh, I've got an even chance at finding something worth salvaging from the pile of rags. Let's do it. Success! Something cold grazes your hand, synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, it says, but also wind, summer, 100% waterproof, and sport. All in different typefaces. This sounds a pretty cool jacket. The jacket is the apex of human evolution, the moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you, possibly because of the awful typeface. Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50 for you, sir. Ah, I do not have $4.50. I'm close, though. Leave for now. What's in this box? Fallen speakers on a pedestal of speakers. You see two lowly, defeated speakers. Thralls. Slaves, basically. Perched atop them like conquerors surveying the land, a pair of fallen double-wear sneakers. Ultra Series.
I can see you have a taste for luxury, officer. Can't keep your eyes off those sneakers?
Inspect the speakers. These once respectable speakers have been conquered, reduced to a mere prop by the indomitable fallen altars atop them. No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers. The man points to footwear. The sneakers are the stars here. What about the speakers, though? Doesn't anyone want those speakers? These, officer? These speakers are some iron garbage. I'm ashamed to even use them for props. Don't waste your time on them. Can't I just buy the SAG Conquered Sumerian speakers? Yes, I've done enough. No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Lo-fi socialist junk. That's why I want them. I think I might be lo-fi socialist junk myself. No, officer. You're a high-class policeman who accepts nothing less than the best. Lucky for you, I've got the best on sale. You don't know what I am. I don't even know it myself. I want the speakers. Well, if you want them... But see, they're the pedestal for the sneakers. If I let go of the speakers, where will the sneakers go? I can't leave premium lifestyle sneakers on the ground. If, on the other hand, you wanted to buy the sneakers too, I could maybe throw in the speakers for a little extra. 50 cents. Okay, well, let's look at the sneakers. A pair of fallen ultras. The design is impossibly sleek and simple. A futuristic silhouette of sleek monochrome colorway, a jet black upper, and a silver-lined midsole. Those sneakers, mister, the street vendor intones, those sneakers are the latest fallen sneakers. Super rare, super fine, super cool. Only 50 real. Yeah, I do not have 50 real. Let's see. Ooh, what's over here? Ooh, pawn shop. Maybe I can get money here. A bust of a woman. The plaque simply says DEI. Some kind of machine, an antique cash register. In the dark, a film projector is whirring away. Mostly military wear, with a few more eccentric fashions thrown in. What's this? Sawed-off streetlight. A typical Martinet streetlight sits amongst the assorted floor and table lamps. Let your gaze run over the streetlight. The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has been redone and attached to a standard indoor plug. The light buzzes faintly, but persistently. Is that a streetlight? Yes, officer. As you can see, it's in perfect working order. Where did you get this? It was brought to me to be altered. He leans in so the pawnbroker wouldn't hear him. We're not here to investigate the theft of city property. He pauses, setting the light, then adds, you have to admit, it's rather clever what he's done with it. How much for the streetlight? 700 real. A bargain, I dare say. A bargain? No, it's not. He's trying to sweet talk you into buying trash. You out of your mind? There's one just like that on every corner. He rests his elbows on the counter, brings his face close to the glass. The light has undergone 3 transformations, and every transformation, large or small, has a price tag. What do you mean, transformations? He throws you a look of weary patience. Well, there are the costs of removal and rewiring. But the most important transformation is the light's placement among ordinary indoor fixtures, which has adjusted its morphological field. The light has become suitable for use inside the home just a few days ago. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to buy the light, at least not right now. Let's talk to the pawn shop guy.
It's not often that I see officers of the RCM in my pawn shop. What can I do for you?
That guy sounds like one of my inner voices. His courtesy is not insincere, but he prefers being alone with his projector, just watching the movement of light across the walls of the shop. Now that the RCM is here, tell me, have you had any trouble recently?
I haven't really had any problems myself, though some of my customers have complained about the inconsistent law enforcement.
I see.
Who are your customers usually?
All kinds of people come through here. Locals,
Night, Samir. Have a good
travelers,
sleep.
people looking for a deal, people looking for a keepsake, people who are terminally bored.
I hate boredom.
As you can see, I have a wide selection of goods for everyone to choose from.
Honestly, I think some of your selections are more tasteful than others.
It keeps me entertained.
Entertained? He might be high. If he is, on what? Ooh. Success! Feeling warm and enthralled by the movement of light while the mind continues to race forward. Lucky bastard. He's probably on Purholodon. It's tough to come by on the street. Purholodon? What is that? A drug developed by the military to treat and prevent radiation sickness. It has psychedelic side effects. And it makes your eyes turn yellow. Sir, could you take your office? That sounds so copy, though. Is it really warm in here? I try to keep the shop at a comfortable temperature. There's a note of indignation in his voice. Interesting. Those triangle patches on his vest, you have a feeling they mean something. Like they're similar to the halogen rectangle on your jacket. Chill out, man. I'm just a chill out cop who wants some of that what you're having. Piling is just something since the People's Pile disaster. He coughs as if to mark his words. I was with the Emergency Relief Brigade. Had to take it for radiation sickness. He's taking it for mental and emotional, not physical pain these days. Must have been tough, radioactive cleanup. He hesitates. There's a reason why everyone's tried to forget any of it ever happened, and why no one has ever tried to repair or replace the pile. So much disappointment and early deaths, cancer mostly. And we knew all that was coming, even as we were cleaning up as best we could. I wonder whose fault it was that the generator failed. No one's, everyone's. He sighs and shakes his head. So much bitterness. A bunch of poor people built themselves a primitive nuclear reactor, hoping for the best. What do you think is going to happen? How did you end up running a pawn shop? The cleanup happened 15 years ago. I was young then. Later, my second aunt died, left me this shack and the sort of junk in it. So I came to Martinez. People told me, don't go there. It's a shithole. I said, people, we just had a nuclear pile meltdown. I'm going to get as far away from Faubourg as I can. Still in the same city, but... what is the People's Pile? A bad idea. Some poor leftist built a particle decay generator in hopes of bringing affordable electricity to underserved communities. It malfunctions. Radioactive waste everywhere, probably some of it in you, too. Tell me more about this emergency relief brigade you're a part of. He points to the white triangle on his orange safety jacket. We were an all-volunteer force, self-organized. Tried to help fire brigades contain the spill. Tough son of a gun, this one. Respect. I lived by the river since I was a small boy. The aspirants didn't have the heart to let it all go to shit without trying to do something to help out. There wasn't much that the volunteer force could do, however. We wasted years in the river mud, years getting sick. He looks at the spiraling light and stops. Thanks for telling me. He shrugs. I like theory more than the story. Outward movement, not vortices. Yeah, you got in on those vortices, my man. Let's see. Something I'd like to sell. Let's see. I have a commemorative pin. Let's try that. He studies the pin carefully, rolling around in his palm. St. Baptiste, summer digging races 31. What a pleasant time that was. So what do you want to know? Price? I can give you $320 for it. Okay, but can you hold on to it for a few days before putting it for sale? Promise to give the pin back. He thinks for a moment, then nods. Sure, I can keep behind the counter for a week, but only if you pawn it right now. That's a ripoff. Pin from 31 ought to be priced at $10, but I had another 10 cents just to be nice. So I wanted to know about the pin, thanks. Fascinating photo of a corpse. Corpse photos are good. No sale. Do you know what the tattoos mean? He frowns. Aphotic paths? Counter-radiation networks? Anti-magnetism? It's darkness. That's all I know. Sell me something lighter. How about my clothes? I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. He looks you up and down quickly. Suddenly his gaze fixed on your tie. He steps back from the glass, and especially that tie. It swallows photons around it. I have no need for necrotic objects. Oh, my tie's necrotic. Your mother's a necrotic object. I'm fun. Look at me sparkle in the light of the projector. Anything in my pockets? Let's see, do the pen and the postcard. Oh, okay, I see how to do it. Yeah, pawn. Okay, so pawn the postcard. Not worth pawning the handkerchief. It's not really mine anyway. I don't have anything else to sell. Let's see here. I'm getting close to that 120 real I owe the innkeeper. Let's see, you might be able to aid our investigation. Know anything about the recent hanging? I do my best to keep my distance from all manner of butchery. Bad for business, bad for everyone. No one likes to see what you have to see every day. Ooh, maybe you can help me get the corpse out of the tree. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. He looks in the swirling lights, then to you. I don't have a truck with a mounted platform or any of that sort myself. Ask around the harbor. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. Let's see. By the way, do you have any guns, like ones carried by cops? Damn it. Someone else came here earlier today asking the same question. I promptly sold her the gun you pawned a couple days back. What? Sold? The lieutenant shifts from one feet to the other, alert. Wait, I sold you my gun? Yeah, that doesn't seem like a very good idea. Was Kim here too? That just sounded really, really bad. You're adamant about getting rid of it, officer. He hesitates. Said you were undeserving of a service weapon in the Revachol Citizens Militia. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for long. Off the chart photon emissions, the unhealthy kind. He's not telling you the whole story. It seems he's trying to spare you. You know what? Fuck it. Let's find out. He looks away. You weren't quite yourself, officer. What was I like? You were very distraught. You said the gun was a threat to your life and you can't trust yourself with it tonight, and you need the money. When I said I don't normally buy firearms, you put the gun barrel in your mouth and sort of sucked on it. Then I agreed to take it. You sucked on a gun? Good. Good. It's very normal. Super normal. Definitely normal. Let's see. Wait. How much did I sell the gun for? 15 real.
Lieutenant looks from you to Roy, then back to you. It's clear that he hopes this tableau might still turn out to be a bad dream. It's not, though. Sorry, Kim. Fall Class Kids, thank you for that 500 bits, and thank you for the Star Wars Cantina. I think that was the levity that we needed in this very, very tense moment in this game. How's it going, Fall Class Kids? Let me do a quick shout out to Fall Class. Fall Class Kids is also a streamer. Yeah, okay, that worked. Oh, how is it? Is it a reboot of Tony Hawk, or is it a remake, or what's going on with the? Because I've seen some press about that recently. But I don't really know anything about it. This has got to be the most... Wow. Yeah, that's my inner voice talking to me right there. There's pity there, too, in case you didn't notice. How was it? I mean, when I was a kid, I really enjoyed Tony Hawk. I'm not sure how I would feel about it today. Are the graphics good? I think trumpet is a trumpet. I don't know, actually. I bet it's wah, wah, wah. Does it have the whole original soundtrack? Because I loved the soundtrack back in the day. It was great. I'm just going to say nothing. Light swirls in his face and glasses. He doesn't know what to say either. Was the buyer a policeman too? She didn't seem like a policeman, although she kept referring to herself as a pig, which was odd. I found her interest in the gun a bit obsessive, but I was just happy to get rid of it, and of her. Truth be told, she was terrifying. Right, so let me get this right. Lieutenant turns to you. You sold your sidearm, issued by the Citizens Militia, and now a civilian is running around the streets of Martinez with it. Miraculously, his face does not reveal what's happening inside. Let's see. There is only one explanation. She must be one of my rabid fans. Oh man, Superman, that is a good song. That's a good karaoke song, too. In that case, she'll be happy to get a visit from us, if we can find her. He looks around, worried. Any idea where I can find this buyer? My apologies, officer, but I have no idea where she was coming from or where she went. A needle in a haystack. There's nothing you can do about it now. You just have to hope you can luck upon her somehow. At least now I know how I lost my sidearm. Let's talk about something else. Of course. Let's see if he'll give us some of his drugs. Have you tried it before? It's almost like he's worried for you. Lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. Looks like he doesn't want to get involved. Go ahead then, he thinks. As long as you can walk straight, I don't care. I think I've tried it once and liked it. Here you go, man. He presents a large cap-shaped object on the palm of his hand. Very odd-looking. Yes, darling, that's the coalition government ordained pyrohalidon straight into your gut. Not so sure about this. Wait, why wouldn't I be sure? Because it's an anti-radiation drug and you're a cop, not a post-apocalyptic scavenger? No, I'll take it. Ooh, I got a level. Looks down, of course. I guess I'll do something else now. Should I go ahead and take the drugs? Oh, that gives me more interfacing. Interesting. I should wear that. Gives me +1 psyche and -1 health. Yeah, let's take it. Wait, what did I do? Did I take it? How do I take the drug? Whoa, in your hand, Pyrhalidon, the double rainbow of synthetic hallucinogens, rare and gritty, a product of the age of atomic power.
A Tasteless Cheat. This is a game called Disco Elysium. It's kind of like a crazy RPG with a lot of drug use and cursing and dead bodies. It's pretty good so far. I'm a detective trying to solve a case, but to solve the case, I think I should take some drugs. I'm going to take a drug. What a funny little cap. Don't let the scary medical warnings throw you off. It's an inadequate antidote to radiation poisoning, but a potent antidote to boredom. Open the cap. The container is warm to the touch, or is that just the anticipation? You screw the lid open and look. A little slit on the side lets you just slurp it up like an oyster. Come on, slurp it. Let's slurp it aggressively. You suck a manly dose of the extremely chemical-smelling liquid into your mouth. There it seeps into your tongue. When you swallow it, it's already almost gone. Tastes like a kiss. It tastes like many things, all melting in one conflagration in the back of your throat. As you look around, the world slowly exists, as it did before. Only now, gentle flames lick at its edges, as though it were a photo burning. I am taking it to Funtown. That's where I'm taking fall class. Really? No, of course not really. It's just a metaphor. The effect of that otherworldly drop of liquid is slower, more subtle than that of real flames, yet just as warm. The warmth, it makes you want to share your discovery with Kim. Kim, I just did a drop of that anti-radiation drug. It's great. I'm happy for you, he answers. I don't think he's actually happy for us. His glasses turn golden as the fire reflects off the lenses. Once again, you're filled with the certainty, this man is your brother. Just don't mix it with anything, he thinks, looking you over. Thankfully, his sense of balance seems okay. Whatever, I'm not getting involved. Wow, Kim's badass. Or he's had a druggy partner? Whoa, that's probably it. He's seen it before. Look at all those guys go off like fireworks as information pours in you about the lieutenant's simple remark, I'm happy for you. This stuff is great. I will be able to stand straight and walk? Why not? This government-developed substance seems very non-intrusive. You can even operate heavy machinery. Fire machinery. Please don't actually operate any fire machines. This is going to be so useful in my line of work. Ooh, I got a secret task complete. Already you can tell you're going to be slurping a lot more pyrohelidon. This stuff is going to give you insight in that little flickering light hidden in all human beings. In the bottom right corner of the screen is a pyro button. It gives +1 to all to psych skills, empathy, suggestion, authority, Inland Empire, Esprit de Corps, volition. This is good before rolling a white check, but damages health. Good to know. Okay. Yeah. Gotta level up. I should level up something. How about I level up? Ooh, I gotta. Oh yeah, that's right. I put a point into logic. I think I should level up visual calculus. For some reason, I have a lot of room to level it up. I don't really know why. Ooh, something on the map. I don't really know what all this stuff is. Oh, these are the white checks. Okay, I got it. All right, I think it's... Ooh, what's in here? You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. Some on horseback, others in rags. Others yet in bright blue uniforms. All are stern and unyielding in their duty. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Win her back? Yes, buy something nice. A figurine. This sounds off. You shouldn't trust this guy. Let's inspect the knights on horseback. Big men on big horses, clad in lamellar armor and carrying flintlocks. The kind that would mow down a line of enemy soldiers in the blink of an eye. Who are they? Franco-Nigerian knights. He looks up at the dusty figures in the dim light.
I used to be very serious about these guys. Very fucking serious. A long time ago. Expect the blue uniforms. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps, complemented by orange trousers. They're variously posed, wielding swords and rifles with bayonets. What exactly are these? Which ones? The man peers from his glass box. Ah, royalist soldiers from the time of the Revolution. Uniforms are painted a bit too brightly, I suppose. This set of soldiers isn't meant to look impressive. A few have rifles, most of them carry pistols. Some even shovels and tall sticks. Are these even soldiers? You're probably talking about the revolutionaries, yes? The man behind the glass answers, yes, they are soldiers. Revolutionary soldiers. I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Let's see. The contrast is meant to be disheartening, as it ought to be. I don't like either set very much, to be honest, but there are many parents amongst my customers. He seems to have his own take on the conflict played out in perpetuity by these toys. Might be interesting to find out what it is. Let's try and dig up a truly cool figurine. Failed? Oh my god, I had such a good chance to do that one. Bullshit, that's a failure. Fucking A. Alright, let's ask him about his take on those soldiers.
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
It doesn't look like I can ask him. Okay. Well, I don't think there's anything else here for me to look at, so let's get out of here. Alright, let's keep following the green dots, checking stuff out like a cop should. Water lock out of order until Wednesday at 7:15 a.m. I wonder what time it is. I don't know. Alright. Starting to get late. I still don't have enough money to have somewhere to sleep tonight, so I'm starting to get a little worried about that. Not sure what to do about it, though. Tire tracks leading onto the roof. The slush and rain has almost washed them off. Ooh, there's people. I want to talk to people.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring tape?
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game.
Oh my, that's a great insult. You are a man with a fork in a world of soup. I'm gonna use that one in real life sometime.
I am trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old, I can see that. We're both old. Now, stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first, ask questions later. Alright, I got this. It's ball time. That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime. Yeah, let's just do this. Grab the ball and show them how it's done. How do I keep failing these checks where I have a really high percentage? It's bullshit. This felt wrong. Wrong like touching your sister's breast. You threw your sister's breast. That sucks so bad. Mon Dieu, the jolly man exclaims. Good job, officer. That was an excellent throw. There are no two more harmful words an athlete can hear than good job, and that was downright embarrassing. The throw was terrible, and you know it. No need to mock me. What are you talking about? You just executed a pretty much perfect pétanque throw. His tone is full of admiration. With a pinch of fear. Well, how are you ever gonna get that officer's shit off your nose, Gaston? You can climb out of his ass. He shakes his head in extreme disdain. Let's see. That's just how Johnny Ball game is. Extraordinary. Right, the old soldier says slowly. Was the demonstration it, or do you still need something from us, officer? Yes, officer. Lieutenant gives you a quick side glance. What do we need from these gentlemen? Do you know anything about the man hanged in the backyard of the Whirling Rags? Unfortunately, I don't, he shrugs. Unlike most of the locals, I have no qualms about assisting law enforcement, but this affair passed me by completely. And most of the locals? In Martinez, the union is the law, so you can really blame them. So can you really blame them? But you don't have a problem with cops. Cop is a pejorative term. I don't have a problem with policemen. On the contrary, I admire the effort to bring order to our streets. So again, you don't know anything? If I knew, I would not be afraid to tell you. I simply don't. I'm an old man, not a coward. The daily business of the riffraff no longer concerns me. This is a man with a lot of past, but very little present, and almost no future. You seem to be playing in a crater. Yes, the man nods. The terrain here provides an interesting variety to a familiar game. Was it made by a sea monster rising from the depths? No, he says without even smiling. It was left by heavy artillery fire. Okay, it's a crater left by artillery fire, but why? Why what? Why was heavy artillery used? Because that's what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home. Wait, who are the communards against them again? Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose a name to feel special. The carabiner frowns. Senseless sentimentality. Did you use the artillery fire against them? Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their knees. We fought valiantly, too valiantly. So valiantly, we got licked, he adds, squeezing a boule into his fist. Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't, though, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough. Why show them here in Martinez? Look around, I understand. I'd bomb this place too. This place is the damn beachhead, son, he says, pointing to the bay. They didn't do it because they didn't like it. They had to soften the commies up first. Exactly, though. Sex cult? Sex cult, you say? This communard stuff isn't sounding so bad. Yes, he nods, inspecting you with some disdain. The military coordinated an amphibious landing to take back Revachol. He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generations. Proceeding. Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other 2 are off in Stella Maris and the Delta. He points to the northeast. Deathblow. Sounds grim. This here is Blood Ground, where Coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, he says, looking down the soil, who are playing petanque on their mangled corpses. Blood Ground. The other one shakes his head. You got old Renee going in there, like he isn't angry enough already. Hold on. The Coalition? He grunts. Don't get me wrong, officer. I hate those foreign dogs, but the enemy of my enemy and all that, they're the lesser evil. That explains all the war damage. Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on this city before they stormed it, and it worked, too. There's a strange gleam in his eyes. He approves of the radical approach, knows it was necessity. The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez, they keep as a monument. A dark shadow runs across his face. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place. Well, it's your own damn fault, the jolly man remarks. You, we, the Coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame, never finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered. Of course they still hold influence. You don't even begin to truly understand the players on the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... That is a good knee emote. Yeah. He stops mid-sentence and turns to you. What do you think? Foreign powers cleaned up our mess and now they rule us. Shake your head in shame. Nothing. I don't think. I just do. Foreign powers. I'm sorry it had to be them. He looks down at his boots. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food, and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned to Revachol, or even if that damn clown Frisell had risen from the grave and led us. Sadly, that was not the case. This royal failure weighs heavily on him. Instead, all that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world is wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. Foreign influence peddling garbage with stupid music on the radio. He sighs. This is just what the commies wanted. This was their plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the rule of the suzerain with. Who was this Frizzle? Damn Frizzle. He was the king we couldn't protect. The carabiners failed him and the crown. The old veteran falls silent and massages his chest. He died in the hands of the hoi polloi in a very public execution. How did you get those emotes, fall class? Damn it, I clicked on the thing now. There we go, okay. Nope, that's not it either. Man, Twitch has just seriously the worst interface. What? I don't want to... God bless it. Bah. Okay, so... interesting. I think Twitch Presents may only be a US thing, unfortunately. Like, I've tried to join in on, like, the Amazon Watch Party sometimes, and they always say it's not available in my country, which sucks. Let's see, who's Guillaume? The true king in both blood and mind led Revachol before Frissel. He would have been better, but the damn commies drove him into exile. What exactly is a suzerain? Suzerain is the king. Has everybody forgotten already? He then slowly nods and says to himself, they've forgotten already. Soon they will forget everything. Him too. Then he chooses anger over melancholy. It's no use talking to you. You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire. Ooh, 8% chance. Let's see if I can do it. Nope. Did not do it. All you observe is a veteran refusing to let go of the past in his old uniform. This is not uncommon. He catches her glance and nods. This is the uniform of the Royal Carabiners in service of Frissel I, Guillaume le Lion, and the valiant King Philippe V before him. They do love them some balls. Gaston Martin. Don't you mean Frissel the Fun? You do not speak his name, Craven. Although he was a clown, he adds. He turns his back to you. But he was our clown. Ours to ridicule and to mourn. It's something you missed. You'll get to it, don't worry. Thank you for your time. Well, that was useless. So you really let yourself go. It's a disgrace. But Coach Physical Instrument is going to get you back in a prime condition, even if it takes 1,000,000 push-ups. Coach Physical Instrument? Does that mean you'll call me Maggot and Nancy Boy to motivate me? Does a master swordsman insult his own blade? No! I'm going to turn you into an athletic benchmark, you big pussy. Yes, forge me into organic steel, Coach. It's going to take blood, sweat, piss, and tears, but when I'm done with you, you'll be a master athlete. Wait, why piss? When a man sets his mind and body on something and gives his 110%, he is sometimes going to piss himself. It just happens. No shame in that. Yeah, let's opt in. Behold, world, here walks a sportsman, hands chalked and hair cut back with a bandana. The Homo Athleticus. How is our other thought going? A white morning. Okay, we're still at just 35% with that. Enormous bulls worthy of a real man. There are bottles inside. You could pick them up if you had a bag.
Hello, sir. Step right in. The store is open.
A young girl with chubby red cheeks waves at you, smiling. Her nose is also red from the cold. Hello.
Are you interested in a new and exciting book?
What kind of store is this anyway?
It's a bookstore, sir. We sell books, postcards, and some board games. It's called Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
It's a good name for a bookstore. What is a book?
That is a book. They have stories inside them. It's like someone told you a story in a really long letter.
What's a postcard?
A postcard is a small cardboard picture. You can write a few words on the other side and send it to your friend or beloved.
She's unfazed by your questions. She would consider it impolite to point out any perceived weirdness. What's a board game?
Board games are like little games on a table, made to pass the time. There are several different ones, but sailors here mostly buy cards.
Interesting, thanks.
My pleasure. Anything else you'd like to know? Okay, sir. I'll try to answer any questions you have. I hope they're about books.
What is your name? My name is Annette, sir. My mom, her name is Plaisance. She owns the store. She's inside minding the register, or organizing the stock. The girl gazes at the window, then suddenly jolts, her eyes wide as if recalling something. Feel free to step in and browse our wares. And you're standing out here in the cold because... I'm signaling that the store is open, she nods eagerly. Otherwise, people might not know. They'd miss out on the crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. A sudden gush of wind turns the pages of the books on the counters. She covers her face, smiling, but she's cold. You're cold. Can I help in some way? Kind of you to offer, sir. She doesn't know what else to say. What would you do to help her anyway? I could help by brutally dismantling the free market. Such a good trooper you are, already learning the value of hard work. Thank you, sir. I'm happy to help Mom out with the store. She smiles and stands upright like a little soldier. I want to brutally dismantle the free market. Thank you, sir. I'm glad to help Mom out with the store. She doesn't seem to understand what you said. Shouldn't you be at school or something? I do my studies at home at the moment. I tell Mom keep this place running. School is stupid. You're lucky not to be there. Or what is school anyway? School? She rubs her red, chilled nose. Well, mine is a big yellow building on Bougie Street. And the people there run it. They say it's a charity. The gale wind blows in from the coast, a wind of needles. It wraps itself around a building of brick and mortar. Somewhere, a clamor rings through the honeycomb of classrooms. What is this feeling? Remorse. The parquet of assembly halls, the row of stall bars are growing cold. The corridors stand empty. A girl's voice somehow finds its way through this strange feeling. You haven't heard a word of what she's been saying these past few moments. You only hear, Mom says it's necessary to do both because it builds character. Mom says a proper worker is dutiful. That's how you get ahead in life. You succeed. And how's this business doing? Mom says it's peachy. She's a little afraid at first. There's talk about this house being cursed. Behind her, the window's been boarded up. She senses the boards creaking, twisting for a second, and some kind of doubt in her tense shoulders. Cursed in what way? Cursed in a way that makes them say that no business has ever really thrived here, sir. They all go, she's looking for the right word, ass up. She blushes. I wouldn't really say it like that, but I guess so. That sounds rather serious. I should probably look into this. We can go into the bookstore and ask about the case, but I don't see much more to look into here. The lieutenant makes a note in his notebook. Yes, she chirps. Please do look at our wares inside. Postcards and the board games you asked about are also there, sir. What do you know about the other failed businesses? Nothing really, sir. Mom doesn't allow me to sneak around in the back rooms or the cellar. She looks a bit disappointed. I don't really know what's there. How does this curse manifest itself? It does not manifest itself in any way. It does not exist. I liked it better when we were talking about whether it's appropriate to stand out in the freezing weather. But Kim, the plasmic manifestations. No such thing. Lieutenant stands at your side, stern and serious. The girl looks back and forth between you. Anything else you wanted to talk about, sir? Enough about the curse, for now. What is this crime business? Crime fiction is about murders or burglaries or things like that, and the work of a policeman or a private detective who's trying to solve a crime and catch the criminals. Wait, not crime fiction. I need to know what crime is. She doesn't know what to say. It's that bad. I'm real dumb. Crime is what we were solving before this conversation began. Why would anyone want to read about crime? It's exciting to people, I guess. They get to imagine dangerous things, and it's kind of like a puzzle, where you can guess who the criminal is or how the good guys are going to catch him. I'm a policeman myself, by the way. You don't look much like a policeman. She examines you as if to find something policeman-like. What does a cup look like, then? Don't mean to offend, sir. Sorry, sir. She said, you don't look like Dick Mullen. She points to a book cover on which you see a strapping Vespertine officer. He stands grimly over the body of a dead woman. I used to be exactly like that Mullen guy. Then I decided to live a little. What's that mean? Oh, you know, cut loose, raise hell, blow off steam. And everything's better now, sir? No. Why is that? You'll understand when you're older. Oh, okay. She blinks at you, not knowing how to reply. I shouldn't have said that thing about Dick Mullen. It's not your body that's important in police work anyway. It's your head, yes. No, it's your soul. Your blue soul. No, your resilience. Soul, that Mullen guy looks like Hampelmann. Who can respect that face? Not even drawn correctly. He lacks soul. Yeah. She examines the illustration of Dick Mullen attempting to find his soul. I'm not sure I understand. A policeman's got to have the right stuff, an ingrained sense of the law. No one would follow a weakling like Mullen. If you say so, sir. She smiles mischievously. He's just a fictional character. He's no match for your soul. Maybe you can show me some real police work, sir. The cover image of Dick Mullen seems to stare at you with harsh disapproval, like in the books. What is romance? It's the type of book where there's a rich lady and she has to choose between the good man and the bad man. She smiles at that thought, perhaps imagining herself in that situation. Or there could be a story about a poor lady getting a rich man. It's about a man and a lady. It's about man and lady business, sir. What about a poor man getting a rich lady? It happens, but usually the guy gets rich in the process, or should actually be rich himself, but has lost his family property unjustly, like during the Revolution or something. Those are unhappy books for most of the pages. People sad about what they have lost. But then it all turns out just fine in the end. What about when both men are bad? Those are not very common. You can't have a choice between bad and bad. Nobody wants to read a story like that. What if it's written really well? Well, maybe then it's fine. Maybe if the lady decides not to pick either because she doesn't need a bad man. Yes, that would be interesting. What about when everyone is poor? That's not really a proper romance story. That's more like everyday life. Sometimes you have to write about real life things. Not in romance books, sir. Those are about nice and pretty people, and everyone is happy in the end. What about a book where the man and lady business doesn't work out at all? I haven't read many of those. Maybe you should ask Mom? Yeah, you think she has one about an excruciatingly painful breakup? I don't think it's a romance story if the main characters break up, though. She pauses, trying to figure out the appropriate answer. No, think about it. One where they plunge into a torrid spiral of pain and recrimination, only it's really long and drawn out. Scarred for life. Phantom limb. No, I don't know. She looks at you with puzzlement. You can take this. Blossom like a plain flower. Yeah. And it drags on for years and years with no resolution in sight. The girl is at a loss for words. What was that beep I just heard? Hold on. I must check my various social medias. Because that's what I do when I'm trying to interact with you guys. Nothing important. Good. And back to the game. Each of you filling with resentment and bitterness for having ruined each other's lives. She shifts and sways on her feet, looking confused and uncomfortable. Each of you tearing at each other's innards, leaving a gaping emptiness, a vacuum heart that still hurts endlessly. Woo! I'm sorry, sir. I don't know how to help you. I don't need help. I need a real book that tells it how it is, not this drivel. Sir? Sorry, sir? I'm still little? She stumbles on her words. I can't. Simon, leave it be. You're about to make a child cry. Are you proud of yourself? Don't worry, little girl. Got a bit carried away there. Let's back out of this. She nods enthusiastically, obviously relieved. That's enough romance for me. I had other questions. Who are these famous people? Oh, kings and queens and generals of old, or artists and writers, or musicians. Those kind of people. There's usually something extraordinary about them. She scratches her cold reddened cheek, then continues, I think that's why people read them, to find the secrets of their fame. Can I become famous by reading one of those books? I don't know about that, but I imagine life is great when you're famous. Fame sounds delicious. Maybe someone will write a book about me one day. Well, why would they do that, sir? Because I'll be a superstar cop in the papers and everything. That'll show them. That's so cool. Maybe they'll make you a book cover picture and everything. Standing over a dead body, holding a gun. All right, let's... Ooh, 72%. I can do this. My luck is going to change. God bless it. Oh, fucking A. She waits intently. I'm a detective. I deduced that you were very small. Come on, don't be silly. It's not a proper deduction. She rolls her eyes. Right. Can I take... Well, I can't take any more drugs. I'm almost out of health. If I take any more drugs, I'm going to die. So let's not do that. Okay, bye. See you around, Annette. Hey, psst. Look around. Hey, you. Yes, you. We're on the street. They're going to start building communism. Should I become a communist, guys? Should I follow the tenets of communism? Again. Yes, you're ready to start building communism again. You built it before. They built it before. Hasn't really worked out yet, but neither is love. Should we just stop building love too? It does. I mean, it's a role-playing game, though. Can't argue with that. Yes, we should all stop building love. Love has worked out really well for me. I'm a love winner. Good. We need Tindermen like you start building. We need Tindermen like you building gargantuan communism. Word on the street is it's going to be 10,000 times larger than any communism previously attempted by human beings. Is that right? How come there's word on the street? You keep saying things like down with bourgeoisie, eat the rich, sodomize landowners, impale all people who have more than 25 real in their pocket, literally murder all human beings regardless of their political beliefs. That kind of stuff. Oh, yeah, that does sound like me. Funky style, very funky. So tell me, do you have any questions before we fire up the big communism builder, or do we get right down to it? Let's just opt in. Screw it, let's do it. Roll your sleeves up further and breathe in the pristine air. All right, we're still doing White Morning. We're at 45% on White Morning. I thought we'll probably do the Mazovian social economics. The book has a rose, a pistol, and a half-naked dame on its cover. The book appears to be erotica, but without actual erotica. On the cover stands a very muscular man surrounded by flames. This is a book about pate. I like pate. Ooh. I think I should get banh mi tonight. That sounds good. This book, you don't really understand what it's about, nor does it seem important. A book about boyadero culture. Promotes freedom and roaming upstream. A book about the future. The government reads your mind using radio technology.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance. Be welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
I will. A golden pendant hangs around the woman's neck, and she has what looks like a tiny fish head trapped in amber. Before we go on, you seem to be well off enough. Can you give me some money?
Sir, don't be ridiculous. I certainly will not give you money. I would be doing you a grave psychic disfavor. One has to earn one's success, even if one is a police officer.
What?
Handouts
Earning
are nothing but
success.
manipulation.
Bullshit.
All they do is make you dependent.
I am an idiot. It's a curious pendant you're wearing.
Oh yes, helps to have an anchor in these times.
You the owner?
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Her voice is high-pitched as if to give it more penetration. She's fine-tuned her voice to find the most welcoming approach for attracting new customers. It doesn't really work. Your daughter's the one standing outside the store, right? Annette, yes, my daughter. Hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction. Tell me, was she at her post, doing her job like a proper girl? Oh, yes, of course. Wonderful. Did you talk to her? Yes. Great. On a scale of 1 to 10, how compelled were you to buy books after talking with her? 10. She's certainly very polite and helpful. My precious, her dedication brings joy to my heart. If you have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette. I'm here to dismantle the free market and abolish child labor. You must be kidding. There's nothing like that happening. Depends. How much do you pay the kid? Good sir, what does a young child do with money anyway? No, I save it for her as a fund. She's securing our financial future out there. Oh, I guess I was mistaken. Indeed. Her voice is decisive and sharp as a knife. Are we done with the jokes now? Yes, we've had quite enough fun here, right? Lieutenant taps his foot. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Mind your own business, sir. Her posture becomes very rigid. In our society, people don't get to tell each other how to raise their children. It's none of your or anyone's business. All right, let's change the subject. The girl outside mentioned the place is cursed. Cursed? Who said that? Annette? She blinks. I will have a word with her. This place is not cursed. It is a robustly magnetic energy. Good for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir. It doesn't feel like it's thriving. It feels ghostly. What if I want to buy a book? Then why are you talking to me? Everything is on the shelves to browse. Don't you feel compelled to buy anything? She fiddles with her pendant and then waves her bony fingers directly at you. See those shelves there? Go. Be drawn. What kind of books do you have? Everything is on the shelves. Take a look yourself. She has her glasses. The shelves compel you, don't they? All right. They do not compel me. I wonder what's behind this curtain. You see a tattered curtain. You set a tattered curtain is blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Examine the strange cage-like trinket. You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bone, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you. I seem to see like a fish head trend with this lady, which is a little disturbing. Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there's nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you. Shopkeeper, what is behind the curtains? Nothing. Why aren't you browsing the books? She feels with her pendant. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? You ought to. I think her pendant is supposed to compel me to do things, which it's, obviously not working. Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become. Let's pull them open. Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more. Sir, don't touch that. I told you, it's off limits for the customers. Her hand is closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman. Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous. She looks away, mumbling, why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people? But I sense this place calling for me. I must investigate beyond the threshold. You do? She grabs her pendant again, visibly shaken. My God, even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir. It's about the curse. That's why you're afraid. No, it's just a storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now please step away from the curtains. Man, this is different. I'm a police officer. I need to get in there. Why? It's not like anyone was killed there. She stops abruptly as her hand flies over her mouth, baffled by her own bluntness. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You only make things worse and unleash the powers. I don't care. You can't stop me. I'll open them. No, she raises her hand to try and stop you. Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk through this before you decide to do anything extreme. Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you as if taunting you. Rip them apart, this time for real. You see a dimly lit room full of dusty furniture and trash. A doorway stands in the back, covered in dozens of scary little cage-like trinkets, your shadow looming over it like an omen. I warned you, you're unleashing forces beyond your understanding. Okay, let's investigate. Ghostly silhouettes of hairdryers. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. It's an interesting painting. A vaguely androgynous portrait of a man. Merely looking at that unmanly haircut threatens your masculinity. heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of little oddly shaped trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked. What if you just break it down? Maybe I should break it down, but not before I strategize. That's right, taking your surroundings. You need to have a solid ground and proper posture if you want to succeed. First, check your posture. Game is asking me to do a posture check, so I will, for free. Oh, there you go, Hilo. Oh, stretch. Next, check your surroundings. The room is dimly lit and littered with old barbershop rubbish, but the path to the door is clear. What about the door? It's made of a solid block of wood, but it has stood there for ages. The hinges are old and coated with carmine layers of rust. Should be doable. Let's see. Knock on the door. Only an echo. No one is there. Success! Oh, not. That actually does not look like success. Oh, it said success. You smash in the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame. It's going to take one more try to break through the other side, but you've done it. It then stares at you as you stand there, silent and brooding. You're not thinking of trying again, are you? Smashing the door again, wordless. Or say, fuck the system, or freeze dirt bags, hands up now, or fuck it, it hurts. Fuck, it hurts. Let's do fuck the system. I did it! Ooh, I can talk to...
What is this place?
Oof, it's the netherworld, beyond the veil. No, it's a gym, he disagrees, although it looks like no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us. An eerie feeling rises into your chest. What if there's a reason why no one's been here for ages? Yes, because it's closed. No need to look for supernatural explanations where a banal one will do. Now, let's move on, shall we? Sand is dripping from a punch bag. The poster says, Citius Fortis. The red is worn off. The rest is worn off. Worn out wall bars, they look unsafe. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. A large demijohn full of strange liquid. Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Skis with Slipstream printed on the laminated top layer. Airship rotors covered in spider webs, they remind you of blades. A naked mannequin torso, a strange yellow color. Blue velvet, soft to the touch, moth-bitten. Project Dreadboard. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing is faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different kinds of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin. Even aether welkins, hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Who are all these creatures? Fantasies of a tortured, feverish mind? One of the welkins, towering over the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine the Welkin. This is important. It's Vahramaya, a high Welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Holder, the Dwarg, the humans, and even the Headless Men, all of them, purged. Imagine a world filled only with Welkin. Green Welkin, Dread Welkin, and the High Welkin that rule them all. Lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Whisper, one of them is a Welkin supremacist. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. Lieutenant nods at the Welkin's facial hair. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. Oh, this has been educational. Let's move on from the Welkins. Just look at those details. So many effort. I think Kim is a closet nerd. And for what? All gone. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds abandoned in a storm, animal corpses in the dark, carcasses and bones. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way, like eggnog or morphine, a much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, the heat death scenario. A desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as where all becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe. Let's inspect the schedule. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily mini-me, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. What happened? As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes, looks like they didn't make it. A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, see the product schedule filament for details. Inspect the notes. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out, We're Untethered, and Heat Death of the Universe. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise. Is there anything else to... Oh, what's this? Ooh, more money. I'm up to almost 12 real. That's 1/10 of what I need to be able to sleep in a bed. Ooh, more money. All right, I think that's all the money from this area. Ooh, what's in here? That's some stairs going up. Scribbled across a notebook. Developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe. Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on an alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. A diagram for summoning some time-forgotten beings. The symbols seem very esoteric. Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, UKV 123.9. Some written notes too, sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system, split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. This must be a very elaborate piece of art. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart titled the Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen on any station at once. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Oh, wait, who's the Game Master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. All of this gone, left unrealized. My God, the lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The cost of air width alone must have been huge. Exactly. He nods at the calendar on his chalkboard, winding his marker-stained features clean against his jacket. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company is running out of funding. What else? Nothing. It's just lines on marble, an echo from time long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. A radio computer, says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine. Just sitting here without anyone in sight. He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. This is the RIM Civic radio computer, model RC5120, equipped with a Feld mainframe and a RIM-compatible printer. You think I should turn it on? We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. I turn on the machine. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing fluorescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch of the machine's central component is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left tangling, disconnected. It's where the memory should go, the lieutenant notes, observing the machine. Press play. Nothing happens. Something's missing. There's no tape in the player. Press play again. Nothing happens. Press print. Nothing happens. Okay.
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
It's just a failed business. The only question is, what the hell are they making? Yes, that is the question. Lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands. Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory crafted together like a puzzle box. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games, only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. How insane would that be if we had pen and paper role-playing games on radio computers? Utter madness, he thinks, is a compliment. How are they planning to do that? Through call-in stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players would have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on all the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. Ooh, I'm thirsty today. His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Kongenstein, places with industry. I don't think anyone has attempted to just create an intersolary game before. We just don't have the technology. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. He points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the real board game, with heat death thrown in. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Wow. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but Lieutenant tilts his head thinking. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. Half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. Doo-doo-doo. More money. Ooh. I need that. It's a giant bear. Ice bear fridge. You see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hyper-carnivore. Be careful. Crack open the door. A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. You hear a low grumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. Shin takes a quick peek inside. He has found the holster of his gun. Relax, Kim. It's a fridge. Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. He relaxes his hand. His face bathed in the harsh light of the open fridge door. Let's take a look inside. Look inside the refrigerator. The shelves are empty. All you see is a crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revichol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note from the door. Pick up the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. I'll examine one of the ice cream wrappers. Friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in the first place? Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper-carnivore? I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What's even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points to the red, snaky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with electric energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. What's this? A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Looks like the furnace has a face, and it's a face of agony. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat that building. It's connected to the chimney. He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one's used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire, only dead rats. Look inside the furnace. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness, you can hear chatter. It's coming from above, a voice, or several voices, talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. What are you doing, the lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm hallucinating. Wait, really? The lieutenant sounds concerned. Take your head out of the chimney, please. It's not safe. Feels good to know the lieutenant's got your back, now and always. Smear your hands with coal. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into the wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. You feel the spirit of Ramat Karzai, ancient hero of the Grad, pulsing through you, and all that's left is to cover your face in war paint. Hadramat Karzai! Smear your cheeks black with coal. 3 dangerous stripes appear onto your cheeks, telling stories of your wild soul. What? What are you doing? I am the reincarnation of an ancient Elmarian soul warrior. Please wipe your face clean, officer. No. These 3 stripes give you the strength in this dangerous realm. It would be foolish to remove them. We're exploring this dark place, and I need the protection my war paint affords. And this protects you? This is traditional war paint. It will grant me safe passage with the spirits that guard this place. Okay, sure, go ahead. He summarily looks away from you in the furnace. Kick it with your foot. Oof. A hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. That was dumb. Wall collapse. It's inaccessible now. An ice cream maker, defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There's a hidden doorway here. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Yes, there is. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Yep. Your hand reaches deep into the darkness and spiderwebs rummaging around. You find rusty rifles hidden away. Rifles, Kim! Your chin is clear. Are these any good? Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. Take it. You're a police officer. Police officers also carry guns. This one looks nice. An old Bill McGraw from before the Revolution. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. Where are we? Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. It must be an old weapons cache. What does this mean? A rifle here? It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future. He likes this find. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Okay, that seems to be it for this room. What is this over here? A frozen ice cream maker that's still running. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr. Why did you do that? I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. Lieutenant raises his brows but doesn't say anything. Like the electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Ooh, a mesh tank top. I think that my character needs to be wearing a mesh tank top. Hell yeah. Now that is a classy outfit. Especially if we take the jacket off. Look at that sexiness. Jesus Christ. But I think a shitty old sports coat over a mesh tank top is the height of fashion. Oh, look, I'm back outside. Oh, you know, I bet I can sell that rifle at the pawn shop. Let's go do that real quick. I think I have enough time. Where'd that pawn shop go? Shit. I think it's pawn shop. Should I really helo?
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Something I'd like to sell. Only $3.90. Ah, fuck. I'm never gonna get enough money to be able to sleep in a bed tonight. Maybe we can get the body down. Ah. Okay, apparently I can't get it off yet. Let's sneak into the union thing. Maybe they can help us. See, how are we doing on our, we're 67% on white morning. Okay, I need more skill points in savoir-faire to be able to do that. Damn it, I can't do anything else up here, can I? Sucks. I came up here for no reason. Yay. What to do next? Nothing in this room. I can try prying open the door in the kitchen. I think I have to put, yeah, the crowbar in my hand. How do I use the crowbar? Apparently the crowbar does not give me the ability to open up the door. Damn it.
Can I help you?
Alright, I still need like 100 more real. I don't know how I'm gonna get it.
Scab?
What did he just call you? A fag? No, not this kid. You just got away from that fucking kid. I don't, man, I regret even saying that word. Well, I'm not a scab, I'm a cop.
I was just messing with you. No one's ever seen a cop scab. Imagine, you cops going on a strike, but then another cop comes in and says, let us cop for less money. Speaking of, what brings the RCM here, to the Wild North? Come to see the strife?
I'm looking for assistance with the dead body situation. Body still hanging in the tree? He rubs his head, chin and pondering his core beliefs. Aye, it's a tough pickle. Can't help you with that, sorry. Not really an admirer of dead bodies. Might be someone else in the union can render assistance. Does that mean you can let me through the gate? I don't operate in that capacity. I'm not a grantor of passage. He takes a swig and points up the stairs with his flask. The passage grants itself. That's simple. I just walk in. Aye, walk right past Measurehead and go in. Past Measurehead. Yeah, the 2.5 meter tall Simonese supremacist there. He points to the bridge above the gates. Walk right past him. Right. Then press the button to unlock the door. Aha. Then go past him again. Okay. And you enter the harbor through the office. Esta. For some reason it doesn't seem like it's going to be that easy. Don't worry. I'm sure it's not completely impossible. For example, you could best measure it in a physical confrontation. Or you convert to his Simonese supremacist worldview. Or maybe it actually is completely impossible. Have any of the scabs tried converting to his worldview? Jean-Luc himself would say the philosophy has proven overly heroic for the scabs to convert to, not enough intuition. Has anyone here ever bested him in a physical confrontation? Not yet, no. He fixes his eyes on you, inventing your prowess. He's incredibly strong. Nothing a couple of solid hooks from Dexter and Sinister won't fix. Got it. I'm a bit short on money right now. Can you give me some of it? Sure thing, my friend. I can help you out. He flips a coin towards you. Yeah, caught it. The coin lands in your hand as if it always belonged there. The swallow returns. Appreciated. Always glad to help out the RCM. Shame I can't do more. Things are meager at the moment due to... He nods towards the protesters. You know, the winter's fat is slowly running throughout and all. Still better than scabbing, though. The union has problems getting by? Nothing to worry about, really. The gem's a bit of a mess. Cargo can't get in or out. The rationing's a bit stricter, is all. The supply should last a strike, though. Every little bit helps, you know. I'm always glad to help out when possible. Not like these slithering scabs. He looks at them in disbelief. I've come to Martinez to investigate a murder. Murder, huh? It sounds all like a lot of hard work. You never see me investigating a murder. Whisper. I have no idea what I'm doing. He whispers back. That's okay. I have no idea what I'm doing either. I don't even know what day it is. He thinks and then decides, don't tell me. It's better day that way. What's the strike about anyway? You know, serious business. He smiles. I'm sure the big boss would be glad to tell you. You have to ask him first. He's a chatty guy. Wants to talk about the strike. Return once you met the union boss and are on a better footing with the organization. Nice talk. Gotta get moving. Alright, guys. I think this is a good place to end it.